the third perspective.
Hey, what that video dude was talking there? If you're a cameraman, I need you up here, and then we gotta get the footage with it later. I don't see you nowhere. Where you filming the bar? This history right here, home. That's why I be trying. I'm gonna just start getting all white boys, man. I'm calling all my white niggas from my class, man. I got some white niggas in my class that's vicious. I'm just gonna call them, man, because y'all niggas too cool with them cameras, man. You filming yourself? It's my nigga birthday, man. What the fuck is up? Supposed to have a camera on him. And on my motherfucking percussions and keyboards. Good stuff. What the fuck is up, Holmes? Where that fucking cameraman at? You came to me and said, hey, I'm a videographer. I'm gonna get this footage tonight. I don't see you nowhere. Where you at? Hey, Bub, come on, son.
Yeah. All right, boys. What it do? What it do? It is I, your late night supervisor, dope dealer extraordinaire, DC's owner, Rad, B.I.D. Jones. That's Rabbit for your internet food. To left of it, as usual. A podcast partner, Radical Real. This is the third perspective podcast, T3P. With a social justice crisis, an economic crisis, and through it all, we managed to get 5,500 down plays on our podcast, 90 videos on YouTube. It's the grind for me, baby. What it do? You know what I'm saying, Real?
You know?
It's the grind for me, you know? Third perspective. What's going on, player?
I know you're talking about grind, so yeah.
You know?
It's a 3-day week. Straight grinding.
That's what it is. It's a grind for me, dog. Everybody tuning in right now? We did a podcast with Lawrence Hunter, a retired police officer. Check that out. That was live. You know what I'm saying, dog? That's why we a little late. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Tune in with YouTube. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Podcast. Catch us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at. We there. You know what I'm saying, doc? We hit Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You know what I'm saying, doc? Wednesday, we be in the pit. So anything that come on Wednesdays on YouTube, Facebook, that be on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You know? You know? The radical one?
Yeah.
What they do? Yeah, we just got our podcast with child police officer, you know? Lawrence Hunter. Check that thing out, you know what I'm saying, doc? What's been going on, man? You got going on in play?
Just workplace ethics and stuff like that. But that's all that, listen to people conversation.
You say workplace ethics.
Yeah. So,
Did they change something at work?
No. It's just so like certain jobs ain't made for female, but females want to do those jobs. So I'm like, how do you do that? It's like I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. So she wants to be paid to do a job that's more physical than what it is, but she really don't want to do it. She wants a guy to do it for her. And in the workplace, especially in a place that's like you gotta get shit done in a timely manner, so it can be everything is time based. It don't work like that. So
So what? Huh? All right, I see what you're saying.
No. So like in the smokehouse, a girl came back there. Now you gonna have to make her push trees, but you don't think that she should be pushing trees. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
But she wanted to do it because it's probably a better schedule or she get paid more. All I'm saying is, you take a job, you should be able to do it, and not put the more stress on the supervisor to give you a mail to do the job that you signed up for. So there's a lot of that. And my man came to me yesterday when we was at work, and he was like, "Why is she the leader if I'm gonna do everything for her?" And he young, he don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they put him in certain positions because dude just probably feeling her. But she ain't gonna do none of that shit because it's all physical. You know what I'm saying? Lifting boxes all day. They'll do it for like a 20 minutes, but I think they back gonna start hurting. You know what I'm saying? Or the other girl told me the other day she was cramping real bad. What that do with me? You know what I'm saying? These boxes is looking at everybody in the face and you telling me you cramping real bad and you ain't feeling it. And then the supervisor make main man do your side, your work. But my whole point is, if that was the case, then why not just give her, not to sound funny, then more of a female job, like scanning all the shit. But and then the dude broke it down to me too. He's like, that's considered sexist, and I was like, how is that sexist if the job is to get the job done? So when we come in, we have a team huddle, and everybody gonna know what they gotta do. Now, certain things get paid more. I understand that. You want to get paid. I understand that. I get that. But in a warehouse or when shit gotta move and you gotta do that, it ain't made for girly girls unless they just want to be management. But they can't be management unless they know how to do it. So I don't know. We're just writing
That's kind of all right. That's all right. It's kind of hard because on one hand, so some jobs is so physical that it's obvious that all females in the world can't do it, right? So it's like maybe one or two probably can do it, but really can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though they try. Then you got one or two that just try knowing they can't do it and they ain't gonna try that hard anyway because they already know it's tough. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So on the flip side, you have people coming in and that's the only job they can take. For example, it's like you come in there to a new job and the grunt work is the toughest job in the plant. It's hard work. So do you skip the lady over top of everybody or she have to go through that, right? Just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So on one side, you have to let them, if it's the job title and what they have to do, you gotta let them, that's what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? If they sign up for that. Just like if you come in there in a certain department, that's the only job that's open, you don't have no other choice. You know what I'm saying?
You would make them do it. Even though you seeing these 110 pounds soaking wet.
But see, that's her decision she made. She knew it was gonna be tough. A job, when she signed up, she shouldn't have went on through with it. You can't expect a job to bend to you. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a job that's tough, you sign up for it, you should be able to do that. Now most girls gonna finesse themselves. Man, girls are girls.
I understand that.
So they gonna finesse shit. You got somebody food right here, they're gonna be like, all right, look, they like her or something, hey, grab this, do this for her. He'll be the handyman all night for her. You know what I'm saying? Or she by that time she supervise something, she can have other people doing shit and be like, yeah, I don't feel good right now. Do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Once they got the control, that's what they can do.
But that's okay when you got enough people, but it's peak season and you know, think that many people there, dog. When I'm telling you we getting crushed, dog. And I hate to be funny, but it's all chicks in it. And I'm like, it's rough, dog, because they can't do this shit. I mean, you can literally see them. Like this girl, all four of her legs on the LUDI, trying to pull a jump. Like I tell you, you know how Spider-Man is, and she on the string, all four of her legs trying to pull this jump. And I'm just looking, I'm like, this ain't gonna work, you know? And I'm like,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then I get it, you know, they can't be sexist, and I'm like,
I know what you're saying. It's like
you gotta get when you fit in some things, and then they said I was being sexist because I'm like, yo, Give her the gun, have her scan this shit, and man, me and you get this done. That's being sexist. But you slowing the team down. I mean, you gotta do the numbers quicker than we can, because you know every package gotta be scanned. I'm like, yo, come on. It just fucked with me, man. And fuck with man too, because I had to keep him motivated. I had to keep him on track. I'm like, yo, we gotta get this shit out of here, dog. But I ain't feel I was sexist. They were saying I was sexist, but I ain't feel I was sexist. Because, you know, I ain't the assistant, the other guy was. I was like, look, you know, I got experience, you know. I'm like, look, you gonna do this right here, and that way the line go faster. And it did. Once we put her on the gun and she was scanning the shit, we was knocking it out. Then us having to stop, wait for her, because you know it's like a line, like a semi-line.
Yeah.
And she in the front or the back, don't matter. Either way, we still waiting on her packages to go through. It was just a thought. And I get Amazon to try to be.
I already know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Most jobs like that.
Yeah.
Most jobs got a hard, it's tough job to start off with. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere in new jobs. You know what I'm saying? And some girls got to make decisions they going to do that.
Man, when I tell you, man, one line was all females. Half of them was Africans, but they was over there struggling. And that's another thing. So now, because that whole line is all female, when we done our line, we got to stop and then go fix their line.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's a lot. And then it's peak season, so the workload is triple.
Man, you had that shit with some dudes slacking over that motherfucker. You had to clean up behind the plant. Yeah. Most definitely.
No, they get rid of dudes quickly, though. Take too long to break their count. I know he was that strict, though. But this is thought, you know what I'm saying? I think the management need to evaluate and be like, look, you suit the team better doing this, then that's what you need to do. Don't try to make a square peg fit in a circle. That's all. That was my whole point about the little rant. It kind of fucked with me, though. You know, I was like, dang. Like, I'm sexist because I think this is female work. Technically, it is. Scanning the fucking, I mean, yeah, dudes know how to do it, but. So you mean to tell me female want to live an 80-pound box all night?
You might find some people.
Nah, dog. Nah.
Yeah, let me do
Nah. Not even a dog want to do that, dog. I'm telling you, man. You just gotta look at them by the beginning of the night, by lunch break, they done, dog. They done. When I tell you that they got the look in their eye, they done. They just done. I had one of them with it. I was like, young. Because, you know, when they come off the plane, we got to get the clipboard and scan which ones came in.
Yeah.
They can't help us download it. I was like, I mean, they be trying, but
I just say you just gotta. I mean, some women can, you know what I'm saying, but you're right. They gotta pick and choose, but sometimes they can't rely on other people to do their job. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. So you think they should get equal pay for doing physical shit that we do, but they, you know what I'm saying? They know they can't do.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
They shouldn't put them in their spots, yeah. Slacking up. Whoever managing that joint is fucking up.
Yeah, he.
They shouldn't have that slacker slacking everything right up. Simple as that.
Slacker. There's a lot of them though.
Oh shit.
Hey, because you. The reason why it's so many, because it's hard to get a dude to come in on the weekend. And them dudes come in. They're gonna get themselves in trouble. You might get a few tryhards, but.
They say you get in trouble. Hey, Thanksgiving is coming. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Thanksgiving is coming for everybody. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Wednesday we're gonna have a what's that gonna be? Potluck. That's what I think that's what they call it. We're gonna be eating that good old Thanksgiving dinner live Wednesday on our podcast. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
Yeah. I don't think Rabbit can handle the ghost pepper mac and cheese.
Come on, bro.
I'm already too spicy.
I'm already a bona fide hot shit eater, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, this tastes good. It's big difference.
I'm already bona fide in this game. You
You
know?
ain't got no allergies, man. I meant to ask you that.
Huh?
You ain't got no allergies, right?
What, the green? I mean, what's the name?
The cheeses. I don't know. Some people can't eat cheeses, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that.
What cheeses?
I don't know cheeses, dog. You just tell me what cheese you allergic to. No, I like that.
No cheese.
Okay.
Except for I be shitting all over the place because the lactose
Ain't
intolerant.
nothing to do with that, dog. That's between you and your cheese. But you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah, mac and cheese. That real mac and cheese.
So we're gonna have radical real mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have some. It's gonna be hot. You know?
Nah, it ain't hot. It got a little kick to it. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know. Y'all know about that Ghost Pepper mac and cheese shit, bro.
You said bomb.
That shit good as a motherfucker. It got a little smoke to it, but it's good.
Yeah. Nice old turkey. You know what I'm saying, dog? Nice little Thanksgiving dinner. Wednesday night on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Tune into that, you know? That's for sure. I don't know. Turkey, cheeses. I'm gonna love it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I had some jerk turkey. That should be bomb.
Jerk turkey. Oh, nah. That's too much hot shit there.
Hey, that jerk turkey on point, dog.
It'll be all over the place shit there.
Hey, that jerk turkey on point. Somebody hooked me up with that. Hey, I'm addicted to that motherfucker. I don't know, I like spice, but good taste of spice.
Yeah.
Like the ladies at work be making me them real Mexican burrito. I'm talking bomb. I was like, damn.
Them joints got a little tang to them.
Yeah, man. She's
Little
like,
twang.
Papa, you like the kick, huh? I got you. I was like, okay. Let's see what this kicking on.
A little twang to it. I don't know. Some people make them joints hot as fuck. Though.
Yeah, man. She's like, yeah, Papa, you need to get tequila.
Oh, tequila make it better? Shit,
Nah,
make
she
it hot.
said, I know. She said, you drink this tequila, then you eat.
Be smoking hot. Hey, check us out on Lawrence Hutter Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Look him up. Police officer, retired police officer. Check him out. We was on the podcast earlier. You know? Check that out when you get a chance. You know? Your man still ain't conceded, though. What's that about?
I don't know. I think I told you want to pardon. He wanted to literally say that as soon as you take office, you're going to pardon this man. What's they going to do anyway? So he already knew he wasn't going to jail.
Yeah, he got to worry about no Democrat locking him up, man.
Yeah, Democrats so.
Yeah.
I don't know why you tripping, but I think he wanted to buy and say, yeah, I'm going to pardon you. That's all he wanted. Because there ain't no other thing he getting out of this.
At all.
That's all I can see is he wanted to pardon.
Well, he put pressure on his certain lawmakers and shit. You see that shit?
Yeah.
That's why I tell you, man. But some of them buckling now. Don't get me wrong. Then he brought motherfuckers. He blatantly. Do you understand what's happening?
Yeah. He wanted them to say
It's literally in the opening. Trump is in the opening. Bringing in people from states that control the, you know what I'm saying, the votes and shit. Bring them into the White House. He is blatantly tampering with this shit.
And they letting them do it.
It's just crazy.
Or is that the part of the political process, dog?
It's funny to me.
Why is it funny?
It's funny as shit.
Because that's the political part. I mean, that's what it is. It's showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly of it. That's what they want y'all to see. Everybody get to see the full length of how the political system works. The fact that he can do this and it is known as a tactic should let you know something. They trying to say your vote matter, but the way he doing it, he trying to say it really don't. If I get that senator to say, oh yeah, that's state for him.
It ain't gonna happen though.
Then you got some states running to other states' hand. I'm like, wow, another state gotta help you out. Put your fucking toes down. Tell this man, look, I will not be bullied.
You know?
The people voted, you didn't win. We're gonna honor the way they voted. That's it.
Basically.
But I mean, that's just a lot of other bigots telling them that it ain't just Trump. It's we gonna rain shit on y'all. So they scared, like Georgia, flipping over. Coward ass people.
I don't know. Georgia might. I hope we can get those two senators in there. We'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying, Doc?
What you call them, blue bloods or whatever that is. They blue, but they really got red tendencies. Yeah, but they don't know what they doing, man. But then everybody want him out, man. He fucked himself up. He need to go, man. Go ahead and go. You know you ain't going to jail. Even if they do try to send you overseas, so they ain't gonna extradite you. You made your money. You made money for everybody else. You did what you set out to do. You just want to do it for another 4 years, so you ain't gonna get to do that.
No.
Don't be greedy. Feed the need. You know. And his whole son with he got the COVID and all that. I ain't got sympathy for no people who don't respect the mask.
Yeah, he got that shit running around like, hey, everybody in their family got it though.
Yeah, because they don't respect it. So if you don't respect it, that's a choice. And as my man Rabbit always say, once you make that choice, I don't have no sympathy for it.
Choice is made.
It's like people, well, I don't think I should have to wear it, man. You gonna wear it around me? But yeah, man, the peak season is upon us, man. You know, store running 24/7. It's a pandemic, but store open 24 hours a day. How make that make sense for me, right?
My thing is, it got to be a point where we got to stop and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because
there you go.
Like we get the vaccine, do you continue staying being scared?
No,
like we got to stop.
Yeah. So you just like fuck it, let it go, huh?
It has to be a stopping point, yeah.
So we ain't trying to contain no more. We just to survive it.
As long as you got something that'll fight it, once you have a vaccine, that's it. If you get that shit, you take your ass to the doctor and get that vaccine. As far as I'm concerned, the cure has been going home for 14 days and relaxing. Yeah, that been working. So you might not even need no fucking vaccine. So you're gonna have a vaccine and you can go home and chill. Two things that works. So it should go back to normal for real.
We had an outbreak. I was like, damn, like half the kitchen was sick again. All that hugging, my sisters, you can't be doing that. Air bumming. Air that.
You gotta do one of these.
Yeah, you gotta do that. All that huggy, lovey, and all that. You just spread it.
I just can't see no way you going to spread this shit. There's no way to stop it.
I know. We in the closed area. How you gonna tell people in the kitchen?
Like you can take one person in the whole fucking building, and that'll be enough.
There you go.
It ain't like you gonna have all the masks on. People walk around now with masks, nose out.
Yeah.
Like nobody wearing the shit right.
At all, man.
So
we know, dog.
That's why I literally blame everybody in America that had this shit at least about once by now.
I think I did.
It's almost going on a year now. I think everybody at least had this shit. So, I gotta realize that most people don't get no symptoms. Most people get mild symptoms. You know what I'm saying? Most people get tested and they got those tests that don't show the results right. You know what I'm saying? Whole time they don't have it, they show they do, and they don't have it. They have it and they show they don't. You know what I'm saying? So some of the tests are inconclusive. So it's like, where do you go with all this, yo? You can't just keep going with the hiding shit. And that shit is just once you get the vaccine, to me, it shouldn't be nothing else to be worried about. There's nothing else you can do after that.
So when you get the vaccine in February, we're good after that, right?
They said that vaccine should be ready in 2 weeks. So before Christmas, everybody should be able to get whatever the fuck Trump, the orange demon took. They say he felt so good that he want to get out and kiss everybody. That everybody can take that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to just sit back and take that.
Oh man,
the
Lord of horse manure this man throws at you guys.
But I'm glad that he quiet for one. So that's one good thing. Quiet, just quiet. You know. 2, he gonna be gone. So we just gonna start anew. When the year start, like real word, anew. We'll start anew. You know, just start anew. Yeah. Let that shit go. Nobody talk about him no more. Let him do whatever he gonna do. Everybody that love him, follow him. Wherever he going. Woo. You know what I'm saying?
74 million of them, dog.
You got to get another Twitter handle because motherfucker Twitter taking that off him and putting that on Biden. So you got to find another Twitter. And everybody that's on that thing gonna jump off because they all racist. They're not gonna follow Biden. So that's how that's about to happen. So no matter how many followers y'all got, have fun on Twitter. Because in a few minutes, you're going to look at it when you wake up, it's going to say Biden. How about that one? It's going to say 46 Biden.
Hey, so we were talking about this the other day. If your friend voted for Trump, do you think he is a racist?
Nah, because it's funny because it's a lot of people our age is black that be talking that shit. So you can't really say that. It's like most people is hanging on certain things that they like. They like the fact that he say shit off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? Just say wild shit. You know what I'm saying? And be sometimes what they thinking. You know? And some motherfuckers, anybody that's our age and black is in denial, thinking he not a racist. All right, that's the first fucking thing we gotta get out clear.
There we go.
They ain't straight denial. They hiding it. It's like they don't want to believe they ain't racist. First of all, when you got every racist group in America follows him and love him. So if that don't tell you he's a fucking racist, they not following anybody else. They don't follow Muhammad Ali. Like, come on, man.
Rest in peace.
They're not in love with people like that. Let's stop. It's like common sense. Like everybody love him, KKK love him. You know, maybe it's something fishy there. You know, who's the motherfucker you said to stay back and lay down and all that bullshit? Maybe it's something fishy. If that's a redneck group that hate and they love him, wow, it gotta be something. He's a bigot. So if you're black and try to hide under this and say, no, what make you say he a racist? Like, what you mean? So you don't need to explain to people like that because they in their own mind right now trying to make it justify that he's not a racist or something. So you let them do that on their own. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So another question then. If you know when your friend voted for Trump, are they still your friend?
Me personally, I don't have a friend that can actually turn into a Trump voter. So I don't know how that can happen.
Not my point.
So
you don't know. And like you just said,
me personally,
how
that was your friend from the beginning? You had a bad choice of friends from the start. If all of a sudden he could just turn and you shocked, he likes Trump. Come on, man. I mean, you made a bad decision.
How you figure?
Like, it's none of my friends. All right, put it like this. I can close my eyes and lay back and don't have to worry about none of my friends liking Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because I know them. There's no way they was gonna be my friends before Trump. You feel what I'm saying? You know, if they like that type of activity. First of all, like, come on. And then they gonna start somebody voting for him? Like, no, yeah, be around you. If you're black, you holding up our progress. So that's a problem. I really don't like that. You know? Okay. You're holding us back, you know, from getting police reform and shit like that. You know? We need that. And we were talking to ex-police officer. And he got a book out now, Police Reform. Check that out. Long time. But just like he was saying, all that shit, we just need to first, like he said, reform the justice system, you know. That's a good thing to start with. That'll help a lot, you know.
That's a big one.
But to me, reforming is not saying, okay, if you sell crack or something, you get out early. Like, nigga, it's like, no. It's like, y'all, I don't understand what people are saying, you know what I'm saying? But to me, a reform the justice system has nothing to do with you doing some shit illegal and getting away with it now. Just because we reformed this shit. So reform justice system means what to you, Ray?
It means
they get out early now?
No, justice is justice.
What?
And cops uphold the law fairly and justly.
Okay, so reforming the justice system.
Reforming it is to make sure that they uphold that standard right there. If they ain't upholding that standard, then I don't want to hear nothing else about it because I'm about right is right, right is wrong, wrong is wrong. And this is cookie cutter to that. All that in between shit, say that for the birds. If that man murdered that person wrongly, then that man needs to be held accountable for that.
I don't understand what's the reforming. What is that? What are you talking about then? Is it letting people out early, giving them a slap on the wrist for shit, or
now,
what?
Criminally reform is things that are not.
No, the justice reform. Everything that black people talk about right now. Justice reform, criminal justice reform.
Okay, what we talking about? Justice or criminal? Because
criminal justice reform is where everybody talking about.
Justice is for people that were grossly fucked over, such as my girl Breonna Taylor. That's justice not being done.
It's a reform.
Then criminal is different.
Criminal
is
justice system.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me that.
Yeah.
What's the reform? What are we talking about?
We talking about some of the systematic that you're over policing.
Okay, put it like this. Do y'all the problem with black people?
It don't solve the problem.
All right, black people get less sentences than white people, right?
Yeah.
We agree on that?
Yeah.
We agree on that?
It is.
So you reforming the law is what? Cutting the black man shorter to equal that?
No.
or make the white man joint longer to equal the black
There
person.
you go. It's
Okay,
universal.
reforming the law does what to the black man?
Yeah, it don't
You're
matter
still in
if
jail
black
for
or
the
white.
same amount of time as you was before. Where reform the justice system.
No,
It's just the white man gonna be sitting there longer with you too.
There you go.
So how that help you?
It helps me a lot.
That's reform.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like it doesn't mean anything about reforming the justice. It has no
And
meaning.
it's not just that. It's more to it.
It has no meaning. It's just the silliest thing.
So changing the system.
What are you
to make
changing?
it- I just told you.
There's nothing to change.
Policing. You changing that. The judges. You're
That's not
changing
the
that.
question.
You're
That's
not
not the justice
mandating them to do dumb shit in reaction to a problem that ain't going nowhere.
Judge?
All you doing, the judges too. They have to
No, judge do what the fuck they want to do.
So
What do
they
you mean?
can't. That's the whole part of the reform.
We reform and do what with the judge?
You tell them that they can't give citizens out like that.
What?
They can't.
You can't tell them that.
Yeah, you can. You the one told them to do it. Remember what he said? He said the black community said they didn't want crack in the area. So they told the judges they could give out harsher sentences.
No,
The
they
judges
didn't
did
do
that. They didn't decide to do that. They weren't doing that beforehand. So somebody had to tell them to give out 30 to 15 years for a quarter, not even a quarter, like a dime bag. Yeah, come on, man. You gotta wake up, man. They got to start with them too. So you got to reform.
My
the
thing
legal
is,
system,
reforming the justice
the
system
lawyers too.
will not help black people.
Yes, it will.
I need everybody look at me. Look at my face. Look at my face. Look at me right now. Reforming the justice system
will help you black people.
Whatever that means,
It will help you black
does nothing for your black ass.
Yeah, it does.
Zero. So stop. Everybody run around. Black people run around. We need justice reform. Justice system reform. La la la. What the fuck is that? You gonna lock black people up longer or shorter? What does it mean? And they gonna break the law tomorrow and sentence shorter? What are you saying? Or you gonna make the white man sentence just as long as the black man? What does that mean? So what? I'm still in jail for long ass time. What the fuck is he beside me just as long? How they help me? Nothing. So everybody reforming the justice system bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a waste of time. Nigga, you break the fucking law, you deserve whatever they about to hit your dumb ass. So we're wasting our time with that. We need to turn this shit to help us. Not worry about who the fuck locked up. That's just the dumbest. Right now, that to me is the dumbest fucking thing that black people looks for and begging for.
So
you begging for justice reform
because somebody's in prison.
Who gives a fuck?
He didn't do it, and he in jail.
That's a whole different topic.
No, that's reform.
That's a different topic.
That's a part
You
of
can't reform and stop that.
Yeah, you can.
That's gonna happen.
It can't be all white jury.
What?
There you go.
You can't stop that.
You can.
It's a jury of peers.
No.
And nothing you can do about that.
There ain't no peers of mine.
If you live wherever the fuck you live, and bubble the fuck food, if you black and live in bubble the fuck food somewhere, okay, guess what your peers gonna be? Wherever that county is, wherever that state is. So just you being black ain't gonna make them bring black people in.
That's not justice.
That's not what that's about.
That's prejudice.
It's your peers.
No, that's
whoever live in your community.
That's prejudice right there.
Come on, man, it's not.
It is. If you got somebody who don't understand me, judging over me,
you can't reform that. There's nothing in the bill that will reform a judge.
Yeah, you can.
Or the pool, the jury pool. That's a lawyer job.
You can make it mandated if it's that case that they switch the venue. Come on, man. You gotta step your game up, though.
Nah,
there's ways around.
None of that is that easy. You can't
It is that easy.
You can't send shit from the top of the presidency and say, hey, from now on, y'all do such and such, lawyers. Yeah. Like, no, nigga.
That's how it started.
You can't tell them to
do
that.
How they got started. They told them to do this. So if you think they told them to do it, you can't tell them
they didn't tell nobody to do anything.
Okay, how the judge know the mandate to give you them time then? Somebody had to make that
mandatory sentences?
Yeah, so how did they start that?
That's called mandatory sentences.
Who started it then? They had to get it from the state, and the state had to get it from FedEx.
So what's the reform, though?
To change that.
You don't want mandatory sentences?
Certain shit, no. Certain shit, yeah. But
see, I mean, you can't pick and choose.
That's the whole point. Yes, you can.
That's a waste of fucking
murder
time.
Is murder. Murder, you need to do a certain amount of time for that. So ain't no coming back from that. But you can't consider murder with jaywalking.
Nigga, to me,
that's what you're saying. You letting jaywalking get charges for murder. That's what it is.
No, I want black people to concentrate on real shit.
No, you that's real shit right there.
All your concentration is people getting locked up. You ain't helping the black culture proceed in the future. Because that don't have nothing to do with us in the future.
How? All of you going to fucking jail and that's the future.
Nobody's going to jail for nothing.
All right.
So you're not gonna tell me it's a widespread of black people in jail and
You
they
research.
shit.
See how many black people in jail?
Innocent black people. You're not gonna tell me that. Nobody said that. Nobody said anybody was innocent.
Yeah, we got a percentage.
Right or wrong?
It's a percentage of those too.
Are you hearing that?
It's a percentage of the black people innocent.
So why we worried about that? Why we not concentrating on one, our schools disappearing in our hoods? There's no schools no more. Everybody want to privatize schools. Let's worry about that. You're paying taxes with no school. How about that one? How now we worry about that as black people? Put some black schools back in our communities. We pay for that as taxpayers. So it should be a school right when we walk out the fucking door.
No,
it shouldn't be a private school on the side charging us.
Yeah.
We pay taxes for a school, nigga.
That's right.
It should be a school in our community. So let's worry about that. That's for the future. We worry about fucking people locked up, justice reform, and fuck police reform. That's what I'm talking about. We doing some real shit there.
So you want police, but not justice.
But justice reform, what is that? I need somebody to nail that down for me. Because nigga, if I'm selling coke and I get caught with this out and I sold about 10 bricks they ain't catch me with, okay, I'm gonna take this little shit I'm about to eat. They ain't catch me with all that. So what are we doing now though? What's the justice reform?
Now that's one side of it. Now do the other side of it.
What's the other reform?
Do you know the other side of it?
If you ain't
what's the other
sending
side
people to motherfucking rehabs, which don't fucking work, or trying to rehabilitate people, that don't have nothing to do with justice reform. What's justice reform? What is that? It's like you're trying to get people off or something. You're not doing that, right? Or you're trying to lock white people up just as long as us.
No.
What is the thing then?
Make it equal and right.
All right. So that's just lock them up just as long as us.
No.
So that don't help nothing. That don't help us as black people.
You think a longer sentence going to change something out?
Huh?
You think a longer sentence going to stop people from breaking in crime?
No.
Okay then.
That will, yeah.
No.
If it's longer and the death penalty there, trust me, it will stop.
Please. That don't stop people from killing people.
Huh?
The fact that you know you could die and get the gas chamber, that don't stop people from killing people.
Shit! You know how many people in this world today walking around?
No.
You talking about 350 million?
No.
In America, just alone.
No.
You see mass stabbings and killings out of this bitch? No.
Yeah, all the time, though.
That's because they going to fucking jail, nigga.
Nah, they going to jail.
It's something to turn them from doing that. That in church. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Church.
Yeah. People don't kill people because they go to church, man. You learn values in church, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you said that's to be shot.
You learn values in church. Like, thou shalt not steal, not kill a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So once you raise with those values, you won't kill people.
I own another motherfucker for 400 years. I bet, but you let that go, right?
Huh?
Yeah, okay. You funny, man. I ain't know you was that funny.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
You're a comedian, dog. And you funny in the camera hot, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be realistic with this shit, dog.
Nah, I am realistic. You want reform on dumb shit. You want reform on the police. How is it going to stop it when the overall system, even when the police get you, you still go into a justice system where a judge is mandated by somebody higher up that you voted for to give you 15 years no matter what. And all because your logic is, well, I saw all this before he caught me, so it don't matter. Years. That's your
because
logic.
I'm doing illegal shit.
Everything illegal in the world.
Every day I get paid
without
getting locked up is a good day. Remember Cube's song? Today was a good day? And because I got by going back to sleep after waking up. Once I did that, it was a good day.
So since you like reform, you don't see no point in it. So you remember Enron, right? You know what Enron was, right? When they were stealing all these people tax money and they pensions.
Okay.
It was a big company who did it. And they got caught. And then none of them do no real time. So you think it's fair for them to steal all that money and get off without doing anything, no real jail time, flee the country, and then end up getting pardoned after that? That's fine with you, right? They don't reform for that. No need for no reform for that. And they're not the only ones who are doing that.
No.
But because it's considered a blue-collar crime and not violent in your eyes, you would let that walk. Now, they should have got life without parole. They stole all those people retirement money.
No.
Stole it and got away with it. And the government knew and didn't even do nothing about it.
That's what?
That's blue-collar crime, right?
What?
It's not violent, though. It's not on TV.
Well, it wasn't on TV.
It was on TV for a good little bit.
That don't have nothing to do with us.
You know what I'm saying? How that don't have nothing to do with us?
It's black people. Black people screaming justice reform.
That needs to be judged.
There's no reason for that. We wasting our time. Why we got people worried about that? You got white people in Congress and Senate worried about how they gonna lock us up better. Like really? They still gonna lock you the fuck up. They're not gonna stop that. So what's the reform gonna be?
All right, so I'll use this analogy right here. So you know you're gonna get caught by a slave, and you ain't gonna run.
What?
So I'm just saying, if you're a slave and you know that the penalty if you get caught is whipping, and if you do it again, you're death or hung. You still not gonna try to get your freedom?
If death is the consequence?
Yes. You ain't gonna still try to run away?
I would.
All right then. So that's one of my whole.
That's not everybody.
You know
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
it was always slaves because someone was so scared to be killed and murdered. No. Just like right now,
someone just went unified.
It's not a mass amount of people getting stabbed and shot and killed every fucking day, just all over the place. All over the place. 350 million people walking around in America because it's laws. Because you go to fucking jail. That makes people say, nah, I ain't about to kill me, man. I'm gonna slow, I'm gonna calm down. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why you don't have everybody dropping like flies every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no mass murders every day. Because people got sense. You going to jail for life. In some states, you're gonna hit the chair. So that is a deterrent, nigga. Whether you like that or not, that's gonna stop.
So you don't think that?
So
back again, you think that what's the worst crime? Selling drugs or rape?
Rape.
All right then. So how come a rapist can get 3 years and you sell coke, you doing 15? What? It's not equal though.
That don't have nothing to do with justice reform.
It does. You gonna reform that
justice
shit
reform
and make it harsher for that.
That right there is for everybody.
Shout out to the ladies who put me on game about that. But yeah, that's a big thing. That's what they want to change too. People who do sexual crimes get off with a slap on the wrist, and they feel like that's.
You think so?
That's what I was told, dog, by multiple females and feminist groups. I'm just saying.
Again, that's not no black issue for black people.
Why is it not? Black women are assaulted the most.
For example, Ice Cube. He torpedoed his whole career talking about justice reform. It ain't nothing. What do you want to reform, jackass? Who want to keep reforming?
I gave you 3 examples of what we want to reform.
You reforming shit about the Wall Street taking your money, nigga? We black people. What are you talking about? Give me the justice reform of black people.
Crime is crime, right?
See, when you start getting deep into this bullshit, some shit is just buzzwords. And justice reform is a buzzword.
Nah, it just feels like you would let shit like that go. But then you get mad when we saying, well, if you letting that blue collar crime go, then why don't you let the violent crime go? That's what I'm saying is that's the reform part of it. You missing the whole point of reform. It's just the reform is to level it and keep it straight. No. Nah, that's what it is. Not to make it this way and that way. You dimension a fact that the motherfucker stole billions of dollars from hardworking people. You consider that a real crime. But when they go out here and shoot 3 motherfuckers, well, you're a dumb motherfucker. You made a choice. But this nigga stole $2 billion from all these hardworking people. Black, Hispanic, and everything. But you want to let him off the hook.
No.
You're not giving him 50 years. You're not putting him in a death shit.
That's not the black community. I want to know why the black community is so concerned about justice reform. All that stuff you just named had nothing to do with the black community at all.
So sexual assault don't have nothing to do with the black community.
That's not just
money.
So you're telling me
black community.
Ice Cube had never mentioned that once anyway. Is doing all this for sexual assaults? I doubt that. So that's not what everybody talking about. Everybody talking about 94 crime bill and locking people up. So I want to know what's the reform then? What are we reforming? You just saying black people need to get let out early? That's the reform? Or black people or white people should be locked up just as long as us? Then you happy? That's the reform? Like, none of that shit gonna get you out of jail, nigga. Black people still gonna be locked the fuck up in jail and going in jail for the same shit. Or now you want it so white people just be in there sitting there alone with it. What's the difference? Who gives a fuck? That's not reform. Why are we wasting the time with that? Let's reform schools from motherfucking elementary to college. Let's reform that as black people, you know? Let's reform motherfucking learning trades as black people so we know our black kids will have trades instead of turning the code, turning the illegal shit. That's as black people, that's what we should worry about. Fucking criminal system? Why would you give a fuck about people breaking the law? And I'm a fucking ex-drug dealer, dog. I won't give a fuck. Why would you care about me getting locked up? I was selling dope. I was breaking the fucking law. Why you wasting my time with me? You should be worried about kids growing up that ain't doing that. The future of black people.
Ain't nothing. All I'm in jail.
But you worry about the past, 94 bill. Who gives a fuck?
They all in jail.
Especially at the time when you needed that bill, nigga. Everybody's dying in the streets of DC and all over the place. Chicago, LA.
Still dying.
You needed some type of something to stop the fucking crime. Simple. It don't get no simpler than that. Now everybody want police justice reform, meaning what to me? I didn't know what that means. Because I'm not breaking the law. So what the fuck does that mean then?
You know what I mean?
I don't know what criminal justice reform is, dog.
You don't know
Because once a nigga locked up, they locked up. They can reform the system tomorrow. He gonna be still locked up. White people might stay in there beside him just as long as the time he might get now, but he's still in that bitch. So justice reform not gonna help a nigga.
Not gonna help
at all. So stop worrying about that shit as black people, as black leaders. Stop wasting your time with criminal justice reform, my niggas.
So you
fuck that shit.
Police you, and we don't have no say in how we police.
That's a police reform. That's different.
No.
Don't have nothing to do with criminal justice.
No, so you saying we should just shut up and let them make the decision?
Now the police need reform because they need to be trained.
No.
They need to stop that bullshit. They need to be trained.
No.
They need to have a penalty too.
Don't try reform.
If they kill a motherfucker.
Like I just
but
said.
that has nothing to do with criminal justice.
And all of it has to do with criminal justice.
At all.
If the judges don't do what they're supposed to do and the police don't do what they're supposed to do, then how
the police
yeah.
has nothing to do, first of all, has nothing to do with criminal justice.
Their military go after certain people.
Has something to do with the
why are your neighborhood overly police?
The system itself.
Why is your neighborhood overly police?
Meaning
because you're all bad?
From the time you break the law, into the system, in the car, into the holding cell, whether or not you go to the jail or not. Yeah. That's the system.
The state's attorney is going out there.
So justice reform system has something to do with all that, right?
All that.
Okay. So all you asking is black people to get out early or white people to stay in longer. That's the only reform you're going to get. Other than that, niggas still in jail. What? You still when you're locked up, you get caught with coke.
Why?
After we reform the system, guess what? Your black ass gonna still get locked up.
No, you go to Oregon.
It's not gonna be no change for you.
Oregon, you don't go to jail for that no more.
What?
Yeah, look it up though. Oregon said
when they change the criminal justice reform,
Oregon said they don't do that.
Whenever they change and do the criminal justice reform, you still everything gonna be the same.
No.
If you get caught with coke, your ass get locked the fuck up, Negro.
Not in Oregon.
It's not gonna be the same. Everything gonna be the same. It's usual.
Go to Oregon, dog. You don't get locked up for that.
You might get motherfucking
suddenly you might. You got it. You don't get locked up.
Rehabilitation now. Because you got a new administration, that's gonna be the end of a bill, rehabilitation or something. But criminal justice reform does nothing for a Negro. It does nothing for black people. It does nothing. It's a wasted argument.
You don't see it. But
it's the dumbest shit I've seen black people, black leaders do since I've been. All right, I ain't been podcasting for a long time, right? But I've been watching black leaders my whole life, and this is my first time I watched black leaders go down a road of nothing for no reason. All black leaders over America is worried about criminal justice reform. Some old ass shit that don't apply to us. It's not gonna help us in the future as black people. I don't get it.
All right, super president.
It's completely dumb. Cause a bitch call you super president, who gives a fuck?
All right, super president.
None of that help the future. Like the 9-year-old or 10-year-old now black person. What does that do for the future?
I know, now we gotta fix it.
You want to change the criminal justice reform for people that thinking about breaking the law and shit. Who gives a fuck about them? What is that about? But the kids that's on the honor roll, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all don't care about that. Like, what is that about? Fuck criminal justice reform. Education reform, nigga. That's where I'm at.
Education reform?
Education reform. That's my new slogan there. Education reform. Fuck criminal justice reform. Fuck that. If you're doing shit illegal, you're locked up. Who gives a fuck? You shouldn't have done it, nigga. I'm not a nigga gonna sell coke like I did and just get locked up. They should change the law real quick so I can get the fuck out. No, I fucked up.
You fucked up?
That's that.
That's it.
Don't waste time with me. Move on to motherfuckers making better decisions. You know? Motherfuckers that want to go to school, they want to learn a trade. That one should be wasting our time with, dog. Not niggas that been locked up in 94 crime bit. Who gives a fuck?
Not the 94 crime bit.
Fuck out of here.
You know, go back to the Reagan and then you go back to your man.
Fuck all that.
Fuck all that?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Nigga, I got family locked up behind all that. Still in locked up right now as we speak. You know? I mean, in and out of that system. And fuck that. We made those decisions though. To get us in the system. Not an innocent man in the world just went all. I mean, it's some percentage of innocent people locked up, for sure.
No, you said no.
But it's not the black community getting sucked up. Everybody innocent. That's bullshit. And everybody know that. So cut the bullshit. The people that been locked up, knowing they was doing shit illegal, they riding around fancy, loving life. And that's what happens.
That's what happens.
The clock is ticking on illegal shit. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. You should have made that a career. First of all, dumb decision that was. So that happens. You made a dumb decision in life. But I want us as black leaders and, matter of fact, people with motherfucking platforms to discuss shit that help black people in the future. Fuck the criminal justice reform. Because you got to do shit illegal for that to apply to you.
So
right or wrong.
So you thinking that if you play it straight, ain't shit bad gonna happen to you, right? That's
you should be doing.
No. Say, I want to hear you say it. So you one of those people who believe that if you don't do nothing bad, won't nothing bad happen to you.
Criminal justice.
No. Answer the question, my brother.
What you mean?
You avoiding it. You one of those people who believe that if you run it straight and narrow, that you're not gonna get fucked by the system. You ain't no need, right? Because you ain't doing nothing dirty, right?
How?
No, I just want to hear you answer it. You believe that if you don't do anything dirty, if you ain't selling coke, ain't nothing bad gonna happen to you, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
That's what I want to hit on the nail.
So you believe
if you want to work
every
every fucking day, if you going to work
about it,
you going to work every day, busting your ass, going to school. The police pull you over and what's going to happen? You gonna go to jail for 3 strikes?
You don't know. You could be shot.
Now you see what I'm saying, my nigga?
You
gonna sit there and be like,
but you can still be killed.
What you pull me over for, officer? Because the only thing gonna happen is you gonna give me a fucking ticket.
No,
I'm not going to jail for 3 strikes.
If you talk back,
it's not gonna be a 1 strike, nigga.
You end up dead.
Coke in your hand gonna be strikes.
So you under the theory that Trayvon Martin was doing
that nigga got books in his hand. That's not gonna be strikes. He can argue with the police all the fuck he want. He not gonna get a strike.
Why ain't?
Then you see the difference.
Nah, the reform comes when he kills you.
Nah, who get what?
You didn't put your arms out the car, right?
That's police reform.
Yes,
that's not criminal justice reform.
All of it's the same, though.
That's my point.
You keep trying to segregate it. It's all one.
It's not the same thing.
It is.
Police reform and criminal justice reform are 2 different motherfuckers.
Yeah, it is. You have to police the judges. They can't give out the sentences they think are unfit. It has to be structured. So you have to be on top of it. You also have to be on attorney general who do dumb shit. That's all a part of it. You keep admitting it. And I'm like, how you not see that? It's all one big entity. So when they say reform, they ain't just talking about one aspect of the 94 billions you keep talking about.
That's what all y'all talk about.
We talk about that because it incarcerated more of black men like yourself than in history. Look that shit up and see how many motherfuckers went to jail. I don't care how much that shit they did. You can't tell me all of them was that bad, dog.
You want to tell me all of them was innocent?
No, but
okay, what we right about that? What's the
point is you were targeted, and only you. So there's a reason for that. So it had to be a reform for it. Just think about this.
So I get locked up. I'm making like $100,000 a week. I'm making 100 G's a week.
I don't care. You could be making $10 a week. You make $10 a week. I'm
making $100,000 a week. And when I get locked up, I want to act like I'm so innocent that I shouldn't be in here because I'm black. Really?
All right.
My sentence should be shorter because I'm black now?
All right.
But I've been making $100,000 off this illegal shit.
Look, you weren't about coke. I'm talking
it's not
about
making no sense.
What outside of coke, you got nothing else you're talking about.
What then?
I'm telling you everything I just told you.
What's the criminal justice reform then?
I told you they're going to police the judges, police the cops, police the attorney general. All these people who are making these unfair sentences. Certain shit don't give you 15 years off the break. I don't care how much you talking about, how much legal shit you do. Certain shit should get you that shit. Rape is one of them. I don't think you should be saying light. But it ain't like that. That's a reform. Reform means you have to change that.
What?
They get light sentences for rape.
So what black leaders fight for?
It's not the point. I'm telling you what the point
you
is.
Just thought of that. You stuck that in now.
That I told you that earlier.
Criminal justice reform. Now we went to what? Sexual assault? What?
That's a part of criminal justice reform.
Nah, that ain't what everybody writing about. Let's not try to
We
sweep
not
that
talking. Yeah, it is. Because
What are we
main
right
people
about
talking
here?
about that shit is female. Females don't main one talking about this criminal justice reform.
in. My point is, you making my point, really.
No, I'm not.
Criminal
You making
justice
my point,
reform.
bro. You don't know what it is.
It's air.
You just,
It doesn't make any sense, my nigga.
I just
It means you have to make up some stuff.
I ain't making up nothing. This is
Sexual
what
assault, that's criminal justice reform?
Yeah.
That was in.
They
You're
were hard to
telling
do
me
that.
the people that's crying about criminal justice reform is talking about sexual assault.
Yeah, probably
Really?
they are. I'm serious.
Really though? You being
I'm
serious
really
with
serious.
yourself?
I'm really serious.
Come on, man. They
Alright.
only talk about black
You
people
gotta get
that then get locked up for selling drugs. That's the only criminal justice
No,
we're
you're
talking
not.
about.
It's more
If
than
you're not, what are you rapping about then? What are we wasting our time for then? Thank you.
Oh, now I get it now.
Thank you.
You think it's just about black people and drugs. That's what you think it is.
What did you talk about then?
Oh, so you don't see the problem there.
So you want criminal justice reform?
So you
You
don't
think
think that
everybody got locked up from '94 crime bill? Everybody's mad about that. We need everything done for black people. What are we talking about then?
oh, that's what you think it is. So that's what you
What are y'all talking about then?
It ain't that.
Help me understand it.
That's a part of it, but it ain't all of it.
What?
It's a minuscule piece of it. That what's done is done. But like I was telling you, dog, reform ain't changed. So in order to change it,
No,
you gotta change all of it.
my point is, I'm really making my point. Right?
Nah.
I mean, my point is, I got a lot of people just pump fake. There's a lot of pump fakes, right? I don't know if they call it, what they call it now today. They clapping? What's that? But there's a lot of pump fake going on, right? First of all, it is. It's plenty.
It's funny though, but it's okay.
It's plenty of pump fake. That's why now I got a platform. I can really just go ahead and point the pump fakes out. You see what I'm saying? And this is a pump fake. That's all you're doing. It's nothing. It's no meat in this. Like tomorrow, you got somebody president that's gonna eat it all up. So tomorrow, you give them all you talking about, some justice, whatever you mean in the bill. I want you to point out what all that has nothing to do with black people. I guarantee you, it's gonna have something to do with everything else but black people.
Why you think criminal reform is only for black people?
What is your problem then? Why y'all wasting your time? This is my point.
Because they got the people, the white people.
Because you're concerned about black people, I thought, right?
No, not just
What are
that.
we worried about then?
All people.
What do you mean?
No, some of that is just people with made
What
promises.
white person you run around screaming, you hear them screaming, justice reform then?
Yeah,
Other
they
than
are.
black people.
Yeah, they
So
can,
now,
but
what
they
are you
are.
saying? You mix me? I don't know if you mix yourself up or what you doing. It ain't happening. You see what I'm saying?
I'm just telling you though, you don't know what you're talking about.
I need anybody black watching this joint that want to scream justice reform all the fucking life, thinking that's they doing something. Tell me what that is, motherfucker. What is that?
It says it in his name, justice.
Justice reform? Meaning let us out early? Let us, as Negroes that broke the law, let us out early? What? Or you want to just lock white people up just as long as us? What does it mean? As far as I'm concerned, we still lock the fuck up. We're wasting our fucking time. Because you did something fucking illegal. They're not going to let you go. So what's your reform, nigga?
So you don't do nothing illegal, they go to
Nigga, if they lock you up, you're going to have reform tomorrow. Once they lock you up, you still locked up. No matter what the reform is, if you got coke, drugs, whatever the fuck in your hand, as a black man, you still going to be locked up tomorrow. After reform. So we're wasting our time with that. Reform the education system is what I want. Fuck that. Thank you. And you got to do something illegal for that to even bother you. So we waste our time as black leaders. Black leaders today is the worst.
Oh, no.
They ain't nothing like the 70s and 80s, man.
You sure?
You got our black leaders
They
now.
pimps and hustlers.
They got our black leaders now. They fighting for nothing. Even if the ones that do fight, they fighting a fight that lead people down the wrong path. That's the leaders we have today as black people. It's ridiculous. That's why you have 18% of black people, black men, voting Republican or whatever the fuck they doing. Vote for bigots against their values. It's just ridiculousness, yeah.
So you're saying black leaders are trash then, huh?
Trash. 2020.
But you follow them, right?
2020, you can't name me
But you follow them.
other than, I ain't talking about other people. Shop is not a 2020 leader. He's from the 70s and 80s, which he done his job
I'm
there.
talking about you follow the people that told you to vote Democrat.
That was
that
Al Sharpton.
that was your black leaders. They told you vote Democrat. You
Yeah,
voted Democrat.
yeah, then Al Sharpton, the MLKs, yeah. When I was coming, yeah. You listen to those. We don't have none of them now. We got those people that just want to be internet famous. They're not really on our values. And it's sickening to our stuff. My stomach, my nigga. We don't really have no black leaders that really want shit changed for black people. You know what I'm saying? It's all buzzwords and taglines for their ass.
All of them are you. They did dumb shit, so they don't care.
I haven't heard of black leaders today, the new leaders, scream anything about education. We got motherfuckers making schools. You got to pay for them.
Yeah, you got to pay for school.
Why would you have to pay for a school, dog, when you pay taxes?
You pay taxes on a lot of shit.
So why would you want your child to go to that school any fucking way?
I take high president. And
you don't have no control on what they teaching them.
Yes, I do.
They can teach that school. That school can teach your kid any fucking thing they want, dog.
I'm paying for it.
It's a private school.
I know. But I'm also going to do my research.
But
to know
if it's paid by the taxpayer, guess what they going to teach them? What the fuck they supposed to be taught?
No.
It's not going to scare to the side of nothing.
You've seen the public school lately.
That's why you got private school teaching racist shit now. You got private school exclude Black America history. How about that? Because they can do it.
But
they're not in the government.
So why you care for somebody paying for that?
What do you mean?
They ain't going there free. They paying for a private school.
So you think that's good for black community? That's what I mean. As a black man, I'm telling you the good shit and bad shit for black people.
I'm gonna say
that right there. Explain that to me. How is this good?
Black people don't send their kids to private schools like
they do.
How?
They try their best to get them in money. These
you know how expensive that shit is?
Dog, they get them in these schools now. They so pressed to sign them up for these schools, dog. Not public schools. That's why they closing public schools down.
No, because of that.
If you don't have a public school where you control the curriculum,
public is
as a taxpayer.
Yeah, so they ain't performing.
You don't control these little schools, these schools on the side that you want to press the send your kid to. You ain't no control of the curriculum. They can do what they want in there.
They can do what they want in public school.
No, they can't. You pay taxes, nigga.
And
so you got control of what they teach you in school.
No, you don't. You don't have control over it.
Are you serious?
The curriculum is the curriculum.
My nigga, the Board of Education is ran by who, motherfucker?
Not black people.
Is it somebody that got to be fucking put in that spot? By who? By somebody you voted for.
But I don't
what do you mean?
People on it. I'm gonna let you know.
That motherfucker on that other school that's paid for by whoever paid for, that's not ran by that Board of Education.
You don't have to send your kids to a private school.
So where's the public school? They getting ran down because of those.
Right, but they still there though.
See, you missing my point. As black people, as a black leader, this is your concern should be.
No.
Where's the schools at in your hood that you don't have to fucking pay for? Yeah, come out of your taxpayer money. It's your public school. Where's that at? We missing those. No, those getting torn down and ran down for other private schools.
The funding behind it.
That's not.
They put their private money.
That's not being government funded. Meaning you have no control of what they doing, nigga.
Yeah, but you also don't
so
have
let's say you live in Philly in the suburbs. That school don't have to teach you black history. So now your kid as a black person is going through fucking school, not letting them learn black history. But if in a public school, it has to be taught, nigga.
All right. Why don't you teach your kid about black
history? See again,
this
is what you pay for. If you pay for public schools, what's come out of your taxes, my nigga. All that in the curriculum. They have to be taught black history.
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
We ain't had no mandatory black history class when I was coming up.
What do you mean?
They teach us black history. We had to learn that shit on our own.
No, you didn't, nigga. They shut that shit down your throat all February. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, we did get a month. Yeah, you're right.
What are you rapping about?
They gave you a month.
And shut it down your throat. You learned that shit 24/7, the whole month. I think you should learn it. I think you needed to fucking pass high school for real. I think everybody in America should learn black history before they can fucking graduate.
I think it's a black.
Why ain't no black leaders forcing that type shit?
You supposed to do that?
Man, you see what I'm saying, my nigga? I'm getting real shit. Well, a white motherfucker that's growing up in Kansas can learn the what we've been through, so they won't grow up in the world not knowing what the fuck we've been through. That's what I'm talking about, my nigga. As a black leader, let's get that done. The shit you talk about criminal justice and all that bullshit, break the law for that to happen. Fuck that. The shit I mean now is our future. So if you got white people,
make sense, huh?
What? If you got white people in motherfucking Kansas, they don't have to learn no fucking black history. If they don't want, So you got white people growing up in Kansas,
Black
not
people know
knowing,
Black history.
not the ones that go to public schools. They learn it. You're not gonna tell me that.
They not.
What the fuck?
I'm serious.
You
dog.
just
I
rapping
don't know
there.
it. I'm asking them so they don't know shit.
No, they're not going into depth. They're getting taught it.
No, that's what my whole point
So
is.
what do
If
you
you
mean?
want to learn it, why don't you teach it to them?
What?
If it was my kid, I
So you
would
don't
learn
think
it.
Black America, Black history should be taught in our schools?
It don't matter if it is or it isn't. If I want my
No.
child to know that, he gonna know
No,
that.
it should be mandatory.
It should be, but it ain't.
The Black person has been here since the beginning. We built half of the shit people walking on.
All right, I
The
understand.
White House itself.
I get all
So
that.
Black people should be, for you to graduate, my nigga, you can't graduate unless you pass Black history.
Man, they don't
So
want
if
to
that's in
make
public
Martin
school,
Luther King a holiday, man.
no. So Martin Luther King is a holiday because of what?
It's not. And sometimes they keep
It's a holiday.
They keep trying to
All in America because it's a federal holiday.
They keep trying to make it not
Because you pay in your taxes, it's paid for. So if it's in school, they're taught all over America, not Kansas opting out and going to a tutoring, whatever the fuck kind of school on the side, and get taught less Black America on purpose. So you have a child that's growing up in America that has no feeling for what the fuck happened to Black people. Literally. It wasn't taught to them. So if it's not in public schools, you let the public schools fall and go down. No more public schools. Nobody being accounted for Black history or whatever being taught. You don't think that's a fucking problem for Black people? As the future go on? Come on. That's the shit that needs to be touched on. Fuck criminal justice system. Who gives a fuck? Let's waste time on some real shit. That's my point. Let's get on real shit. Education reform, shit like that. The fucking climate. Some motherfucking trades. That type shit. Fuck criminal justice reform, nigga. Who gives a fuck? You literally gotta do something legal for that to apply to you. So why are we wasting our time with people that making those decisions? That's my thing. Where are the Black leaders of 2020? They got new ideas that you say everybody got right for real. That 8 people 80 years old don't have. Where are they at? They don't have no fucking new ideas. That's the problem. Because they don't have, you still worry about 94 crime bills. So that means you don't have no new ideas. Everything I just named you, not a Black leader in the world even talked about yet. Now you see why? Now you see the problem?
They always talk about education.
Now you see the problem? You heard the motherfuckers talk about that?
Yeah.
You talk about public schools going to fucking hell?
Yeah, HBCUs too, all that shit. Yeah,
Come on, dog. That's the real shit to talk about.
None of all that shit.
Fuck out here.
Man.
You hear criminal justice reform all fucking day. Nobody want to hear that shit.
You want me to hear that now?
Let's hear education reform all day.
All that shit.
Let's hear Biden talk about that. Everybody pressed for him to talk about some criminal justice reform in the debates. All that shit. Y'all wanted to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Why?
He's a
Fuck that shit. Why not education reform though? Why not trade?
You control education.
Why not guarantee trade after high school? Paid for Black people, Black America, poor America. Why we not getting that?
They had that shit in the 70s.
Where you have an automatic trade.
Didn't they have it in the 70s?
Where you be a fucking plumber, a bricklayer, electrician. Soon as you walk out of high school, if you don't go to college, as Black people, give opportunities. Not fucking worried about the jail system.
You still learn all that. You just gotta pay.
You're not doing all that worry about the jail system. Who gives a fuck about the jail system?
No, I'm just saying.
Other than y'all.
You electricity. You gonna learn that. You're gonna have to pay. But you don't want to pay.
That's my point.
Why not?
Why we not worried about as Black people making that opportunity for our Black people as they get out of high school? So as the police officer said earlier, Lawrence Hunter, as he was saying earlier, what's some things to deter that? That's one thing. Have motherfucking school ready for people, Black people coming out of high school. School ready. Like you can automatically go to a trade school if you can't make college. Literally, you go to a trade school immediately. It's paid for. And that's what you do. You learn a trade.
They would go?
You automatically learn trade.
So you think if it was paid for, kids would go?
Dog, it's your automatic from 12th grade. Once you graduate, after you learn Black history, first of all, you gotta learn Black history to graduate. Once you've done that, you in the world now. You know what I'm saying, dog? And you know what Black people been through. You won't be talking shit about them or firing them as a white person because you own something. or won't have feelings towards how they feel about shit. You know what I'm saying? As black people. Or you as somebody white in Kansas or something, marry a black person and don't understand how they feel in certain situations. In the job or in your neighborhood, your neighbor's treating you. This is what I'm talking about, dog. Let's get to real shit.
That's not real shit.
In 2020, we don't have no fucking leaders talking about real shit that mean anything. That's my problem. We don't stuck fucking criminal justice down the system of Democratic Party, and that's all they talk about now. And what is that? Don't nobody even have an answer for that. But they waste their fucking time worrying about them saying it and doing it. Fuck out of here. Everything I named you just now has our future in stake. Everything I named you will work for our future. Kids growing up now. That shit y'all talking about is the past. 94 and all that. Fuck out of here. That's what I need. I need new leaders. Brand new leaders for 2020 for black people. It can't be these clown ass niggas Ice Cube. You can't follow these people. You gotta find some real people that's trying to get some shit done, real shit done for you and your community, my niggas. All this just talking, these buzzwords, bullshit like that. Come on, man. It doesn't mean anything. At all.
Interesting.
That's all I say for black people. Let's get smart and start, first of all, finding people that really trying to help us, dog. First of all. Help us meaning, helping us has nothing to do with jail. All right? Fuck jail. So I might be coming at black people different now. You never even heard this before. Like, you probably used to everybody saying, we need criminal justice. Fuck that. It's a waste of fucking time. You gotta be illegal to even worry about that. So that don't have nothing to do with our future as black people. All right? Worry about education. Worry about trade for our black people as they get out of fucking high school. Give them something to do. That's what we need to worry about. Everything else is some sidetrack bullshit, political bullshit, motherfucking buzzword shit that does nothing for us as black people, dog. Zero. So let that go as black people. Fuck justice, criminal justice reform. Police reform, we need that. That's been held up in the Congress for the last 6 months. Definitely need that. For criminal justice, I don't know what that is. Unless you letting this black niggas out early. And it ain't gonna do that. So get the fuck. Let it go. You know what I'm saying, my niggas?
The world looking at you like you
pull your motherfucking bootstraps up and get your fuck. Stop doing shit illegal, first of all. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You can do it.
Stop doing shit illegal.
So I'm coming to you as a nigga that's illegal as fuck. So I got up to keys. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you where I was at with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, as a legal motherfucker, that don't do that dumbass shit. This is what, as a legal motherfucker, this is what we need to do as a society, as a black people, as our culture. For us to grow and prosper. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being stunted all every decade. You know what I'm saying? Either being locked up or killing each other. You know? And we got something to do. But I like our generation coming up now. You know what I'm saying? They're not into that as we were. You know what I'm saying? So I see our black future is good, to be honest with you, because the kids is 8, 9, now 10, they're not into all that. You know what I'm saying? 11. They see themselves doing shit. They don't see themselves as a dope dealer. You know what I'm saying? They don't see all that. They don't see themselves as gangsters. So I see black people coming up now in the future. I see our future is good. But we still need a foundation where it be school to prosper. Not school to jail. Not school to fucking the morgue. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about school prosper. You know? And that's all you can ask for in life. Be healthy and free. You know? You know where I'm going?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Jail is the prison pipeline. What you know about that?
Huh?
The prison pipeline. What you know about that?
Ain't no pipeline.
Yeah, from school to prison.
It's no pipeline, man.
That schools are getting you up to go to jail.
It's no school getting nobody to go to jail, man.
You sure?
You get yourself up.
You get yourself up?
Yeah, and school ain't do that. But I do need schools to buckle up on Black history, yo. I really need schools, like if you in 8th grade on, you need Black history in your semesters. For real. I think Black history needs to be taught and stop fucking being intimidated every time a teacher steps out to try to teach this shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to counsel them or get them fired. Like, how you teach people what fucking happened at that time, the reality of it, if you don't tell them what happened. So every time that happens, I notice in America, that teacher gets fired. Can you explain that? Why they can't explain Black history as it happened? Why is always a problem? Why you can't? To me, I think every motherfucking February, Black History Month, I think everybody should be segregated. And once you go to school, it should segregate all your school teachers. All everybody should be segregated by their fucking who they are. And they should go the whole month segregated. You can't touch this water fountain. Everything should be segregation. That's how I think school should be. This ain't no light topic. This is American history for real. Black people enslaved. And people need to learn what we did from slavery to now to get to this point. It shouldn't be a kid in America that grow up to be in teenage years that don't know what happened. That should not happen, dog. By the time a kid is 12, they should have a full understanding what the hell happened to Black people here.
And we're stopping that.
So I just told you, the education system itself.
Do you not have a library card? Do you not have a
Here we go. See, this is what I mean.
Do you know how to read a book? Do you know how to make your son or daughter read a book?
So if your kid, first of all, school is how many hours?
10. 6,
At least 7 to 8 hours. That's an institution of fucking learning. We are not teachers. So all we can do is fucking elaborate on what's been taught.
You are a teacher.
That's all we can do.
You teaching your child something.
We are not teachers. We didn't go to school.
You teach them wrong from right. You teach them how.
That's not being taught curriculum. Not being taught.
You should want your child to learn some shit.
No. I pay taxes, right? This is about to get back to what I was telling you. If tax money is coming out of my joint, if I pay taxes, I want certain things. I want my kid to learn shit.
He can.
I don't want to go to the school and never be taught.
Day and age to learn anything. There's a motherfucking Google out there to teach you anything you want to know.
Oh, kids go 12 months, a whole school year, without knowing anything about Black history until February. That's not cool for me.
All right, then we'll
fuck February. It should be a course every day.
Teach your children.
What?
Like, look, I want you to read this book.
So
we're gonna have a discussion about this.
What would that do? That has nothing to do with it.
That does a lot. That's you being more active in your child.
That has nothing to do with that being taught normally.
He would know. He or she would know.
I'm not homeschooling nobody.
You ain't.
So therefore, school is where you being taught at. Everybody in America been taught in school because that's an institution of learning. You went there, everybody's being paid. They being paid to teach you, my nigga.
So you
there's a check in there. Every week is a check being paid to them. You at home with your kid, you know what's sent up to that? You tired as fuck.
It's your kid.
You been home, you been working.
It's your fucking kid. You should
You can't work and teach. It's somebody been paid to do that. And you ain't one.
You can't work.
So it's people been paid to teach your child. It's an institution of learning. It's real important. It got to be an atmosphere of learning. Not you at home smoking your J's.
You say you want to know what the problem is, but
I'm telling you what the problem is.
Yeah, I know. You talking. And all the parents are like you. School ain't the only place you learn. You learn outside of school.
That's where you get the book. You learn. You're not gonna tell me you learn shit nowhere else but school.
I damn sure did, because they wouldn't teach me what I needed to know.
Bullshit. You didn't learn ABC from nowhere else but school. You didn't learn 1, 2, 3 nowhere else but school. You didn't learn how to divide nowhere else but school. You didn't learn how to read nowhere else but school. Your father, your mother, your brother might elaborate on that after you learn this shit. Cool. But the institution of learning is what you got that from. A 6 hours, 8 hours of putting shit in your head, my nigga. You're not doing that at home.
Why not?
What are you talking about?
So you didn't read books when you got in the house?
That had nothing to do with where you learned in school at.
You didn't seek knowledge?
That didn't have nothing to do with it.
It did. I sought knowledge. I wanted to learn shit.
So you don't give a fuck. You just send your kids to school. You don't give a fuck what they're taught. I'm gonna teach them to get on fucking. They can talk about balloons all fucking day. I don't give a fuck. They can talk about their toes itching all day. I don't give a fuck. The teacher can come in there talking about what the fuck they did last night all day to my kid. I don't care what they learned because I'm gonna read a book to them when they get home.
Me personally,
that's some ignorant shit. It's a 6 to 8 hour institution of learning for kids. That's what they're there for. That's what everybody getting paid to do. Literally.
Nah, it's
So
like you want to babysit.
your kid will be learning.
Nah, you want to babysit.
They're gonna be taught by the time they come out of there. They're gonna learn shit. Because that's an institution of learning.
So you got that much trust in a person to teach your child what you want to teach.
That's what they're getting paid for. You can't teach your kid everything.
And how many people you know get paid to do shit?
You don't know every fucking thing.
I know.
So you can't teach them everything. All you can do is teach them to be you. You want to be better than
More
you.
than that.
You want to be better than you, right? So you don't know algebra, my nigga. You can't teach them algebra.
You missing.
But an algebra teacher can. A motherfucker that went to college for that can teach a child that, my nigga. And that person is in school.
Ain't one motherfucker
In an institution of learning.
Since you brought that up.
You didn't go to college for that. Did you go to college for that? All right. So how you gonna teach your kids fucking math? That's my point. So get over that bullshit.
What are you talking about? He was learning.
Institution of learning is people went to college to teach them that. They're getting paid now to teach.
You missing the whole point.
Something you don't know how to fucking do. Sit down and reading that book to your child is not fucking teaching. Get out of here with that.
What?
So all you can do is elaborate what they come home with as a parent. That's cool.
It should make a lot of sense.
But you're not gonna fucking teach your child, though, and bring home the fucking living.
You teach them since the day
Fuck
you born.
Nigga,
You in his first teacher.
that don't have nothing to do with school. It's a different learning.
Okay. All of us learning. And that's
You
the
can't
whole
teach your
point.
kids shit, but to be like you.
No, you teach them other shit.
You want to be better than you. So you don't know algebra. So somebody went to college for that can teach your child that. You can't, goddammit. So get over that.
How you know?
You need clue. You need school. You gonna go on YouTube and try to teach it?
Yeah.
I get the fuck.
Yeah, that's
There's somebody went to college for years.
And
They know math. They've been taught math in college.
okay.
So now they can teach your child that shit. You don't know it. You don't know it. Unless you gonna go learn it now, right?
Don't matter.
Which is something.
No, I had to pass it to graduate, right?
You're not making sense.
I had to pass algebra to graduate, right?
Yeah, the person that taught you that went to college to teach you that, goddamn. That person is not living with you. That one Uncle Bob and they cooking motherfucking beans and shit. That one your Aunt May. They can't teach you that shit. Fuck out of here.
So how you think your child learn how to
That's
cook?
how your kid get
How your
better.
child learn how to cook?
That's why you go to college.
You teach them.
Why people go to college then?
You teach a child to cook.
Why do people go to college? Why your parents just don't teach you shit to say you go to college then? Because your parents don't know that shit. Fuck out of here.
Some parents don't. Some parents take active in their child life. Some people don't.
If they've been to college and
If you lazy,
if they went to school for teaching, they might homeschool their child because they've been in fucking they got a degree for this shit.
Man, look, you making
Fuck out of here, huh? They still gonna miss out. The kids still gonna miss out because some categories that they didn't go to school for that they kids missing out on. That's my point. It's science people went to college for science. Teach your kids shit. That math teacher didn't go there. So they don't know that. You get that? It's an institution of fucking learning, my nigga. All the way down to PE. That motherfucker went to college for that.
You went to college for PE.
Fuck out of here. You at home playing with your toes, talking about I'm teaching my kid. It's not fucking teaching. Fuck out of here, huh? That's the difference. So I need that institution to be on point. And I think that institution should be teaching black people and kids all over America, black America.
So you want a racist institution
Black.
to teach your kids?
What?
You want a racist institution to teach your kids?
What
That's
racist
what
institution?
public school teachers are racist.
Now public school teachers are racist.
Some of them are.
I didn't have one public school teacher that's racist.
You
My
up
school-
north. Go down south with that shit and see what they teach you down there.
Dog, my school was fucking 10 steps away from me, which is what should be happening right now. Walk 10 steps. All us walk up the fucking street into the school, and everybody in that
That
bitch
teacher
was
racist
black.
curriculum, dog.
The principal, the teachers, everybody in there was black. The teachers was in there taught my mother and my father. So it's a generation there. You don't have that no more because they're closing that shit down. Now you're getting what I'm talking about. All that shit you talking, that don't help black people.
It does.
Every shit I'm telling you does. You ain't see what I'm saying?
How you think black people learn back in the day?
You're gonna learn in school.
How did they learn back in the day?
I have Miss Hawkins. I have so many favorite teachers in Emory Elementary. Anybody watching right now? So many favorite teachers. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell me they wasn't relevant in your fucking life, my nigga. You're not gonna tell me that. I don't even know what school you went to, but I know for a fact over your time in school, it was a teacher that was influential in your life, dog. You're not gonna tell me that. That's in everybody's life. It was one teacher they could pick out and say, damn, that one motherfucker. That's everybody. That's because you went through an institution of learning, dog. And that person and the other people taught you shit. You get that? And that's what you need for black people, dog.
So you don't want to get off your ass and help your child learn?
All that you talking about, you need to get up and you lazy, that had nothing to do with it. Because I done went to school for something else and now I'm working at this job. Now, if I need to teach that, call me. You see what I'm saying? But until then, I need people to teach my son that know what the fuck they doing. They actually went to school for what they teaching him. You can't teach him algebra off of fucking YouTube. I need you to get a degree for that. Okay? Then teach my son that he gonna know algebra and I fucking don't know. So now he better than me in that, which makes him better. Not me, because I don't know shit like that.
Random question, what do you use algebra for?
Come on, man. It doesn't matter. It's math. Somebody use it. Scientists use this shit.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying, when you use
Simple as that.
in everyday life, when you use it,
You never know. As you get up in your fucking your money, you never know when you need it. Us being broken, we don't know.
you don't know?
We don't need it now, for sure. We definitely don't need algebra to count this little shit with pennies we got. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But you don't know.
You tripping off that day.
Cal, all that shit. Scientists use that shit. You know, all that shit for data. Nigga, if you don't know algebra and all that shit, you don't know shit.
You don't know shit.
Fuck wrong with you? And I don't want my son to know all that. I don't know that shit. That's what I'm tell you. We the Third Perspective Podcast. We don't know. I don't know a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I want my son to know everything I don't know.
So you're.
So if you want me to sit around and teach my son like, and that makes me not lazy, that's bullshit. Because I don't know shit, and I'm not gonna teach him that.
But you don't want to learn.
Unless we're gonna turn on fucking YouTube and we learn together. That's not teaching.
That's what's up.
Fuck out of here. I need somebody that already been to college or been taught their damn self.
The person on YouTube probably went to college.
Nah, fuck that. Get paid to fucking teach my man. Nah.
He is. You every time you watch this
An
video.
institution of learning.
Yo,
The key word is institution of learning. You know?
Oh man, you think all learning happens at school?
And he think all the education system is racist? You're not making no sense.
Oh, it is.
Oh, good then. You're making my point. You should be talking about why it's racist then.
It's been that
What's
way.
racist?
The fact that they're the
All people, all kids should know that. It shouldn't be a kid in America past 6 that don't know what racism is. Don't know what slavery is. That's simple as that.
All right, so every parent.
You can't fire a teacher every time they try to explain this to people. Every time they show a film that have slaves or something in it, this person can't get fired. They have to teach this shit. I think everybody should know this.
They're teaching.
What would that have to do with the millions and millions and millions of other kids
They parents need to teach them.
that's now growing up in America that don't give a fuck?
you
But start like people like Trump.
Hey,
What about that?
they
You get 74 million though. We need to cut into that.
You can't control.
You
them
cut into that
teaching.
by teaching people, giving education about history.
No.
If you know about black people and what we've been through, you will have nothing but sympathy for us. God damn it, God damn.
No, you won't.
Like literally.
Why would they care?
Because you learn it as kids,
They still won't care.
you as a kid will have sympathy.
They favorite line is they didn't do it.
No.
That's their favorite
No,
line.
you're not gonna tell me 8, 9-year-olds that they don't play with each other. They don't give a fuck about no white and black.
True.
All right. So it have to be taught to them.
Yeah.
All right then.
So just like they parents teaching them that
Fuck out of
shit,
here.
you need to be teaching your kids something.
No, it'd be hard for the parents to teach them something if they go to school and black history
And
is
they
being
go
taught.
home to it. It don't matter.
It's hard for moms to say this black person is that person. Don't talk to that black person when they get to school and learning it. They gonna be teaching their mom and them shit
No, you're not.
because they learning. Mom, that's not right. Black person went through this and that, mom.
Becky, shut up.
That didn't happen, mom.
Becky, shut up.
That didn't happen, dad.
Charles, go in the room.
Dad, that's not how history was.
Shut your ass up before I belt you.
But if they don't know it, they just gonna go along with mom and dad. Yeah, you're right. Woo, Trump. Because education is not given in our school, public schools, what taxpayers pay for, my nigga. So as black people, as we pay taxes, we should demand that as black leaders. Why all schools don't have our conversation in there? Why all schools don't make sure you get black history before you fucking graduate? Just some simple shit, black leaders. That shit to me means something. Because then you cut into that 74 million that voted for Trump. They're kids. They will know right from wrong there. Because it's being taught by the teachers that they like at school that might be black, might be Hispanic. They don't put the two together though. You see what I'm saying? Because they're kids. That's my point, dog. It starts with the kid. Now, a grown motherfucker walking, you're not gonna change their mind about being a bigot because it's too fucking late. But as kids, 10, 9, 11, 12, they being taught Black history as it is. That sympathy is now in them, whether you like that or not. They don't have sympathy for this shit. It won't have to be told to them by their Black girlfriend now, or the guy that worked with them, or when it's time to vote, they don't understand why Trump is a bigot. Now you see what I'm saying? You won't have that because it was taught when I was young. Yeah, he's a bigot. They wouldn't understand it. That's what I was taught when I was young. He fits all the categories. Yep. And nothing they could do because it was taught. But then you have sloths of America that never teach their kids Black America, Black history, or none of that. Other than when they look on the news. And y'all think ain't nothing wrong with that. You worry about the criminal justice system.
You worry about teachers not teaching your kids.
Now you see what I'm saying?
You could get
the shit I just told you will help our future.
Yeah.
The shit y'all talking about does nothing unless you do shit illegal.
Seems like to me you want somebody to save you, brother. People don't get saved out here.
It's
If you want shit
ridiculous.
done, you gonna do it your motherfucking self.
Nah, man. Nah.
Okay.
Nah. So that's what. So in other words, you won't see your kid. Why you send your kid to school then?
I told you. I already don't plan to do that. I plan to send them to private school.
What? You still send him to school? What's the difference?
Yeah, but that's different.
Why you send him to school?
Because he needs to be socialized.
Nah, man. Nah, see,
Education
that don't make any
don't stop.
sense.
Now, when he come home and he talking and he's talking, I learned this today. Then I'm like piggyback on that. I'm like,
That's my point. That's all a person can do.
Now,
You
I
can't
never
teach
gonna
the
get
person.
some real learning.
You can't teach him. You can't teach. You can read with him. You can learn with him. But you can't teach him shit.
How you know that?
So you know how?
To the day he born, he
Do you
learned
know
from
how?
you.
Do you know how?
He learned from
Do
you.
you know algebra?
Yeah.
So you can teach algebra. No, everybody passes. They can't teach it.
It's different, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can help him with it, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
different
But
with
I
teaching.
don't know. I got a nephew who can fix
So in other words, teachers go to college to teach for no reason then. Because good old Ragga just wake up and teach. You don't have to go to school for that, America.
So you can't teach your
Why
child.
y'all going to school for teaching? Why y'all getting a degree for that? When you can just wake up. The average, according to Rail,
So what
the
you
average
teach your child?
motherfucker
So no, I'm serious.
with a child can wake up and teach.
Yeah.
You don't need no form of nothing. You don't need to be taught a damn thing. You can just
You
wake
can't
up.
teach your
Like
child.
a nigga like me.
You can't teach your child how to
Like a
do
nigga like me is so dope, fast food, ain't did shit else but fucking chase women.
You know?
But I'm now gonna teach my child algebra, teach him business, teach him all this shit.
How to balance a checkbook, how to manage his finances,
I'm about to teach him
how to cook a
history.
meal, how to wash clothes.
I'm about to teach him this shit.
You want to teach him all that.
See what I mean?
I was taught that. I know how to sort clothes out. I know how to wash clothes.
You can wash clothes, but you're not being taught washing clothes at fucking
You
school.
are being taught.
What do you mean?
You somebody
You
tell you
want to
to
get taught that at home. That's home shit.
Oh,
You're not
that's
going to
all
school.
shit, but you say teaching. That's teaching right
That's not
there.
being taught anything.
It is. Motherfuckers still don't know how to separate white people.
You mix the shit up.
I ain't
That ain't nothing to do with it.
The point is teaching, motherfucker.
You
That's my point. That's
fool.
my point right there.
You trying to
You
fool up
teaching
your
them how to
shop.
clean up, right? You show them how to clean a bathroom, right? You
No.
show them the proper way to
Okay,
do that
cool.
shit.
That's cool.
How to make your bed up, right?
That's
How to clean your room up, right?
Cool.
You teaching them that shit, right?
Okay, cool.
So you can't skim that a little bit further to some academics?
Okay, so once you go fill out an application, son, they gonna ask you, do you graduate? You just tell them I taught you. How far they gonna get you, young man? I mean, the silliness that comes out is just silly. How far is he gonna go?
You said
Not
he
knowing
ain't
the
been
damn
taught
thing.
something at school. I said if he ain't been taught at school, you show him at home.
No, you get taught in an institution of learning. You can piggyback and teach them. Not gonna teach them. You're gonna read along with them and help them remember what they was being taught. That's all you can do. You're not gonna teach them a fucking thing. You gonna teach them how to tie shoes? They're not teaching them that in school. That's not in curriculum. Math, English, science. You don't have no degree in none of that. They can't pass shit without those. But you, according to Rail, me, an ex-dope dealer, and whoever else fucking walking around out there with a child, can just wake up and teach your fucking kid everything they need to know.
So you don't help
So you as a
you don't help
teacher,
your child with his homework?
you as a teacher, fucking going to college, for whatever fucking reason, I don't know why according to Rail, there's no reason to go to college to teach. Why you doing that? Because me and him can wake up and just do it. Ridiculousness. Come on, man. Like I said, that's nonsense.
No, you nonsense.
Like I say, man, my son,
okay.
you can make him watch shit and do shit on the side of school that has nothing to do with him being taught in school as a curriculum. Black history, the nuts and bolts. From somebody that went to college for black history. How about that? How about that, dog? Because all I can do is tell him what I've seen or heard of some shit. Or go back and try to remember shit in the books with him together. Which is not teaching them.
Tell me you don't know nothing about black history either.
So that's just dumb. I can't get no degree. I'm black. I live black history. I am black history. And I don't have a fucking degree. I couldn't walk in there and get a degree tomorrow. They lay the question down now. There's no way I get a degree in that. Now I am black history. So you're not making no sense. You have to be taught this shit in depth. And me just living my life, it's not gonna be in depth, dog.
Yeah, you just don't want to learn it. It's okay. I'm gonna take a little elbow grease.
Here we go. You're not making no sense. So how you eating then? How you paying bills?
So you can't do both?
Tell me how you paying bills.
So you can't do both?
Are you paying bills?
Yeah.
How you doing it?
You at work.
You at work.
Yeah.
Why you at work? You supposed to be teaching. When are you teaching it? You gotta wake them up when you get home? When are you teaching, bro?
When you got free time.
So you skip 2-3 days at a time sometimes till you get the free time? Oh, you wake them up early in the morning when you get off? Or late at night when you get off? What are you talking about, dog?
I'm telling you what
Fuck
you
out
don't
of
want to
here.
hear.
Do you work? Because he got to fucking eat. He need a house. All right, then. So if you didn't go to school and get a job to fucking teach, what are you rapping about?
Hey, your child, your life, dog.
So you're not making no sense.
I am making sense.
All right, I'm making you. I'm giving you a situation.
No, you making excuses. That's what you making. I don't want to hear them.
I got some
If you want
situation
my
down
child
pat.
to learn some shit and they ain't getting taught in school, then find a way. I'm gonna find a way to teach them that.
Are you at work?
Of course I'm gonna work.
When do you fucking sleep?
The same thing. I find time to do shit now.
Nah, dog.
I can't even do the podcast, right?
I need to know when you sleep.
I got free time.
When you
right?
sleep, you
got
don't
free
have time to fucking
You
teach.
got free time too.
Teach. Not go over something. I'm talking teach, nigga. Teach. Not say, oh, let's go over, let's read this together, or fucking look at a movie. I'm talking teach. You have time for that without falling fucking
Define
asleep?
teaching then.
Without fucking falling asleep?
Define teaching then.
Teaching is taking a fucking person from not even knowing a damn thing about algebra, and at the end, he acing that shit. Can you do that?
No person can.
No, you can't.
Not even teacher can get it.
You can't pay.
If a person don't have the aptitude for that shit, don't matter.
No, they passed the class, then they did
They
that.
ain't acing it.
That was done. It was done. It was done. It been taught.
You mean passing it?
He been taught.
Yeah, I can teach them.
You can't do that.
I can easily teach
You
them.
can't. So your son will be deprived. Your daughter will be deprived because he waiting for you. And now waiting for you.
Point.
Stop for a minute. You talking about everybody lazy or some dumb shit.
I'm telling you.
So
listen, man. Listen, I'm serious.
No.
I'm serious. No,
Now
listen.
you were having out
Listen,
8
man.
hours.
It don't
10
matter.
hours.
If I come home,
You
what
home
I
now.
do?
Now you home.
I'm
Are you getting in a fucking tub? Are you eating? What are you doing now? You're not gonna be able to fucking teach,
You know
nigga.
what?
Now you get it.
You want your kid to be stupid? That's on you.
No, I need you to explain to me, nigga.
I just explained it to you.
Break it down.
I make time.
So you don't work.
If it's important
So
to me, I make time.
you don't work overtime now. Now you work overtime. And then you get home what
I'm
time?
making home
What
work
time you
overtime.
getting home?
What are you talking about?
All right, you work from what time to what time?
All right, man. Typical day, 9 to 5, though.
Now, 9 to 5.
All right.
Now, if no overtime, just 9 to 5.
It's 9 to 5.
You getting home, you got to eat, you got to take a bath. So we got to take out at least an hour for that, at the most, right?
What are you talking about?
Right? Or you're not doing those things. You're not eating, you're not taking a bath.
You going to do that. You're going to have to eat.
Are you doing
gonna
those
have to
things
take
while you
time.
teaching? You doing those simultaneously? You taking a bath while you
All
teaching?
right, so
For what?
that's 7 o'clock right there.
Are you eating? What are you doing?
So what you talking
So
about?
we at 8? So we're ready now. So we
at
teaching
7.
at 8?
We at 7 now. So what you talking about?
What do you mean?
2 hours to do
You have to teach. You have to teach, right? Okay. So we at 7?
Yeah, it's 7.
So how long we teaching?
Yeah, about an hour.
So out. So we done at 8?
Yeah.
So 8, boom. How much you think your son learned that night?
Everything I wanted to learn.
How much you think your son can learn in an hour? I want you to listen to me, dog. How much you think your son can learn in a fucking hour? We talking about math, science, English. Give it to him.
How long you think the class is?
Give it to me, dog.
How fuck long you think the class is? 40 minutes.
Okay, that's
it.
one class.
Now
science and math. How you teaching all this in an hour?
Why am I teaching them everything?
What do you mean? What, you gotta wait till tomorrow?
Why am I teaching them everything?
So wait tomorrow for math. Yes or no?
What are you talking
I'm just
about?
trying to tell you how dumb you think. How dumb you saying.
Tomorrow
is math?
Stop!
It's tomorrow, man.
Listen, man.
Tomorrow,
you said they're not learning African American studies. I said you can teach them that at home. End of the fucking conversation, right?
No, we're not in the conversation. You gotta work.
Now, if you want to learn everything, then you homeschool them.
I don't want to hear all that.
If you homeschool them, it's a totally different thing.
You just said.
If you homeschooling them, it's a totally different
you
thing.
Said,
I said, you
lazy,
said,
or they want somebody to do it for them. You want somebody to do it for them, or they lazy. That's what you just said. That's the words out your mouth. So I want you to explain to me your day and how you gonna do it. You can't.
I can. You want honestly hear it?
You just told me.
Am I homeschooling them?
So then we're
No, look, listen.
No, you
now
have to work.
Homeschooling.
You have to work first of all. Where you at?
You're not even listening.
Are you at work?
You're just talking, man. All right.
Are you at work?
No, look, man,
we're not working then.
All right.
You homeschooling and you're not working?
I wouldn't be homeschooling them.
So how we paying bills then?
I told you. You're not even listening to me, man.
Talk to me, dog. I want you to talk.
You're talking real stupid.
We eliminate school.
I would send my kids to a private.
There's no school. What do you mean? You saying you could do it?
I can.
Tell me how you can do it.
If between me and my wife, you think we can't homeschool?
How y'all gonna do it? Talk to me.
If I'm at work and obviously she not at work, she teaching them then.
Now, is obviously not at work?
Yeah.
So
if she
that's how the
working,
sales is working now?
Yeah.
You sure?
If she is, then one of us got to watch the kids.
So what about the overtime?
One of us have to watch the
no
kids.
No overtime?
Why we working overtime for?
So both of y'all work from 9 to 4, 9 to 6, right?
Yeah. And depending on how many kids you got too. If you got one.
Where your child at?
Huh?
Where your child at 9 to 6?
That's what I'm saying.
Where you at, bro?
One of us not working, dog.
So now one of y'all not working. So that's
it can't be
typical
someone. It depends on.
Now you listen to what you're saying, dog.
If we can't afford it,
you have to be so lucky that she off and I'm off. She off, I'm working. I'm off, she working. We gotta be so lucky that our schedules do that. In order for us to get our child taught.
Yeah, look, man. You say you get in school.
Dog, I need to know how this is done.
I know
without no fucking school.
I know it work for me.
You're not
gonna make it work for me. You can't make it work for me.
Nigga, you on live, you on YouTube, you on Facebook. Explain it.
I ain't got time for that.
You can't.
I can. I did. You don't want to hear it.
You
just want to make it seem your way because you lazy. You don't want to teach your fucking kids.
We back to lazy again, right?
You don't want to teach your kids.
I need you to explain how it's done.
I ain't teaching them.
You're not
every day you get up, he watch you. He see that you do shit.
So
he know how to wash clothes.
So
he know how to take the trash out.
Not
all that shit.
Not
He's
English
learning
time.
from you.
Not English
so
time and math. Not English. He can't read.
All right.
So you teach him how to tie shoes, but he can't read?
So you don't know how to read?
What do you mean?
Do you know how to read?
I learned from school. That's something you saying with me, right? You could do it.
But you
so tell me how it's done.
So you can't teach your child to read?
Nigga, I need you to tell me.
I can teach my child to read. Can you teach your child to read?
Do you have time to do that? How long will it take for you to
learn? Can I do it? I can do it. You cannot.
It would take you
cannot. That's your problem. Say that shit then.
So your child will be behind us.
But don't criticize somebody because you can't do what they do.
Your child will be behind it.
How you know that?
Because you can't get him to learn how to do none of that in a good amount of time
my child
and go to work.
All right.
You can't explain that.
I'm here, right? I work and I'm still here, right? All this time I can
be
doing something.
This has nothing to do with teaching.
It is. I'm talking about what I do with my time.
Okay, so there's no more podcast. You're not podcasting no more.
Yeah, that's what my goal is to make him a smart person.
You're not podcasting no more. You just work. You still only have an hour to teach him every day.
Maybe two. I'll see what
maybe two. So we're doing one thing a day, right?
This is the beauty.
You can't teach everything in 1 hour.
This is the beauty of the whole plan.
Is he going to the bathroom? Is he eating? That's
you doing all that shit. But like I was saying, this is the beauty of it. And you gotta love this right here. I can tell him what to read and what to learn and how to do it, and he gonna do it.
What would they have to do it?
You know how I learned a lot of my shit. I took initiative, and if he saw my work habit, you think that would rub off on him or her? That take initiative. Damn, Daddy was right, man. Daddy, I read Uncle Tom's Cabin. Let's discuss it, Daddy. All right, yeah, all right. You talking about math? Okay, we need math, and neither one of us know math. You know what I'll do?
What?
Get him a tutor.
YouTube?
No, get him a tutor.
Which
Why?
It's a teacher. Like, you're not making no sense.
But yeah, if I don't know it, he'll get him a tutor.
It's
But
a teacher.
odds are that the 10, I can get him to pass the test. If I want to be proficient in it, then yeah. But if he's accelerated in it, then he'll already be out ahead of me. So then, you just see that right when it crosses. But the original point that you glossed over with all this dumb shit you were saying was,
What?
you said African American studies were not taught in school and should be taught in school.
Uh-huh.
I said, get off your lazy ass to teach your kids African American studies. That is one subject. And then
No, we're talking about everything.
Now you want to talk about homeschooling in general?
Oh my
that's a
God.
whole different subject, and that will require more in depth about it.
Oh
but you try to overgloss what you originally.
I said, how would you learn algebra? That had nothing to do with Black history, right? I said, how would you learn algebra without a teacher? You said, stop being lazy. You won't have to do that.
Stop.
So that's what I said. Explain that. How would you do it then?
So you don't want to raise your kid and teach them that's on you.
That doesn't make any sense. There's no time.
You don't want to teach them that shit. That's on you.
How would you make a living and teach a child? You have to go to your job.
It was done before. It can be done again.
You have to go to your make a living.
There's a will, there's a way.
And there's somebody being paid to teach. That's their living. That's where your child should be learning from.
Yeah, but hey,
not from you or me,
they don't give a
ex dope dealer or fucking fast food worker. Okay. He's not supposed to be learning from that. We're supposed to be learning shit that we don't know.
All right.
Literally.
True.
We shouldn't be going on YouTube trying to teach our child.
Okay.
Simple. He should know, and I think every child should learn Black history before they graduate.
That's your opinion.
Period. In America.
No.
You wouldn't have no white kids growing up not knowing what we've been through.
That is a guess.
No matter what they said and what they do at home, when they go to school, it's being taught. There's nothing they can do about it.
That's your opinion, though.
If it's in every school in America. But if this was started this.
And I'll tell you why.
This was started this. But if you can't have that done if half the schools are private. They can do what they want. That's what began this. Private school, you teach what they want to teach.
Yeah, and you also got to pay for the private school.
Who cares? They still can teach what they want to teach.
So what? It's a choice.
You have no word in it.
I don't care.
So they choose not to teach something or to teach something. You have nothing to do with that.
I don't care.
The government or public schools, you got a say in that.
No, you don't. They train you to take a test.
No, stop. You got a say in your public schools.
You have no say to take a test.
You have no say in private schools.
Yeah, you shouldn't. They private.
Exactly.
Why do you care?
Because I want my child to learn Black history.
You see your child in private school? Is he in a private school? She in a private school?
Who?
Your child. They in a private school?
I'm not putting my child in no fucking private school.
This is why you care.
You're not listening.
You can't control everything. You can't control that. I didn't want to teach that.
You make our mind up. Do you care about Black people? When I start giving you issues we can take care of shit, then you say, why do I care?
You missed the whole point. I can tell a parent how to raise their child. I can say, I don't think you should raise them to be a bigot.
That's cool. But when they go to a public school, it's being taught.
No.
Whether they like that or not, Black history should be taught. Like, what do you mean?
That's like sex education. You can't tell your kids.
It's not the same thing.
It is. You have to get away with it to learn that shit.
Black people built the White House. Black people been slaves since this shit began. You have to be taught that.
Why are you talking that?
You have to.
Why are you talking about that?
Because then that white person can understand why that Black person is blown when certain shit happen.
He don't care if he going home to a white picket.
No.
If his mother and father don't care, and he gonna learn that.
He won't learn. It wouldn't matter if he learned something.
It does matter. His mother and father the first teacher. So yeah, you talking about this.
So your mother and father can preach bigotry all you want to.
That's right.
But if you go to school for 8 fucking hours, and that's not being taught to you the opposite, trust me, it's gonna be balance in it.
No, it ain't. You is what you is in your heart. It's a choice.
That's because you got states in America that have white kids growing up
that way.
You got white kids growing up not learning of Black America. You not understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
So if you make that a mandated thing, where every kid in America learns what happened to slaves, learns what happened to Black people, you wouldn't have kids 18, 19 not knowing. You wouldn't have a child or a man that's in a relationship with a Black person or opposite, not understand her feelings when she go to work. Not understanding not to move in this neighborhood because I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. They won't understand that. But if you learn this shit along the way as you're growing older, you can understand when they tell you that. I understand. I get it. Because it's been taught to them as they've been growing up. Simple as that.
You talking about the wrong time. You talking about socializing, not that.
What?
That's what you talking about.
Man, it's the beginning of everything. It's that police officer pulling up shooting you. He could have been taught something 8, 9, 10, my nigga. Would have been would slow his motherfucking shit down from where he was at when he shot that person. When he never learned the plight of black people. He never learned the slavery trade. Other than every once in a while they scream the shit on February. That's my point. It's tons and tons of setting for me. There's plenty of white people out there that had no clue, never been taught the pain and the plight that black people actually went through. Everything is a gloss over thing for them. That's my point. If it's taught to them, they can understand the feelings of it was. If you come to school and the cafeteria is segregated, they don't made it so everything is segregated. You got to go whole class today segregated. You use that water fountain. She used that water fountain. And you learn how it was at that time. You can learn the feeling of that. No matter how big your parents is, that's not going to be in you. That's my point, Snap. Because you understand that. You get it?
Why would you think they were kids?
They kids. They're 9, 10. You just admitted to me 9, 10, 8-year-old kids. They play with black, white kids. They don't give a fuck.
True.
So what are you talking about then? If you keep them that, you keep them in their mind frame by teaching them. Okay, this is what happened.
Not true.
Over the time of, they teach them George Washington. It's all the same time. They can do the same thing. Bite cherry apples and all that bullshit they do with George Washington. They can do the same thing.
Tell me, it's a choice to sell coke. It's a choice to be a bigot, dog.
No, it's not.
You can't say
bigotry is taught.
No.
Bigotry is taught, my nigga.
You still have to choose the
That's your atmosphere.
No.
Bigotry, like now, I was raised around black people, never around white people. I literally thought I was a bigot. You feel me? You can literally, it's plenty of black people that's bigots, yeah? Don't want to be around white people at all. Because they never was raised around white people. But a white person being bigot and a black person being bigot, it's been taught to you. It's your atmosphere. You don't just be born a bigot. You don't be born Trump. That's some shit you learned along the way from his father by throwing black people out of business, throwing black people out of apartment buildings. He's learning that. He's learning that bigotry. That's being taught it's not being taught directly. You see your father do it. This is what we do. It's what that is. You've been taught that. So therefore, if he was in school 9, 10, 11, 12, it's hard to do that. Because I learned something different, Dad. I learned something about black people the other day. That is different from what you've been saying.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And you learn, if you learn it, there's no way you can be a bigot.
That's not true.
So you think a person is born a bigot?
No. I think it's a choice.
All right, so we done. You gotta be taught that shit.
You is a choice. At the end of the day, you could be 20, 30, 19, whatever. You choose to follow that path. You can say, you know what? Deep down inside, I know it's wrong. I don't want to do it. But they don't do that. They choose to do it. It's like you choose to sell coke. You made a conscious choice to remain that way. So I don't have no sympathy for you. Like you tell me. So I don't have no sympathy for you. School, yeah. School is an important part. Learning, upgrade, seeing diverse cultures is all good and shit. But at the end of the day, you as an individual did that shit.
Huh?
You believe it in your heart, or you just don't. You too afraid to stand up against it. That's on you.
So y'all gonna be so, what's the name, dog?
How's it? What's the name?
It's like y'all dying. Y'all heart is so hurt. Y'all feel so fucked up about black people being locked up. That's so bad. But education is like, oh, whatever the fuck, y'all did. Y'all use everybody teach their own kid.
It's like you tell
that
me,
don't get you. That's
that.
nothing to you.
A motherfucker can go to school. They choose not to go to school.
I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Like a nigga can break the law. Y'all want to defend them niggas to the death. Predator, super predator, whatever the fuck. But education is like, whatever. Mother, everybody can teach you well. Like, what? And this is our future. This is the only thing that means something. Like, what? That's what I mean. Like, Y'all worry about the wrong thing. Put it like that. Y'all emotions are in the wrong thing. I think I made my point too. That it should be directed other way, other places that will help us in the future. You know, like criminal justice don't help us in the future. Education does.
Yeah, criminal justice don't help them. Police reform don't either.
Police reform does.
No,
because that gives ability for a nigga that kills a black motherfucker.
That don't mean no difference.
So that's a reform that needs to be had. If you want to call it reform, you just need to make that a bill. That's not even reform. You need motherfucking have a fucking sentence for a cop that shoots somebody. Period. Cop that kills somebody. That's it. Training for that cop. All that stuff should be in the precinct anyway. That's not even really reform. To get a police officer to stop shooting black people is not even reform. For real.
Well, if they didn't do they listened and didn't do what they wanted to do, you wouldn't get shot. That's how you sound. That's how you be sounding.
Nah, man, you ain't making no sense.
That's just how you sound. Well, if they didn't sell the coke or the yo-yo, they didn't do that. They wouldn't be locked up.
No reason to go to jail.
That man
if that
man didn't talk back to the police officer, he would be dead.
Nah,
yeah, you ain't supposed to talk back.
I can pull up so many videos of niggas getting shot. I ain't saying nothing, but I ain't got nothing. So what are you talking about? Oh, I ain't doing anything.
Yeah, he said.
Oh, also, I'm about to get this and get shot. So that's that. I don't know what you're talking about. It ain't no talking back. It's not talking back.
It's talking back.
It's what I just told you. It's a prejudice. It's a bigotry. Born and raised in that person. That's what I've been trying to tell you, dog. If that person was done with it, if mandatory black history was taught to that person, all his fucking junior high and elementary, that person would have jumped out so scared of a black person. He wouldn't have had no pre-thoughts about this black person. That's my point, dog. You gotta counteract the bigotry with something. As black leaders, you gotta do something. Counteracting with police reform, justice reform does nothing. It don't stop the future. It don't stop 74 million for voting for bigotry. That don't stop that. We need to get into the minds of some of these people as their kids. So you as a black leader need to be pushing education reform. And black history should be the main thing you need to graduate for. If you ain't got black history, you can't graduate. It don't get no simpler than that. You have to learn this shit. Slaves built this thing. It's people walking in the White House that slaves built. So they literally, it's history. It shouldn't be other history in America that be taught without this. Because in order for you to teach anything else in history, you got to be skipping over that. You got to ignore that. Talk about George Washington, you got to ignore he had slaves. So how you have a president with slaves, but don't talk about what slaves are? So that doesn't make sense to me. So it's like you giving the history, but like Rail, you want them to look the rest of the shit up. Nah. I think as a black leader, you should demand education reform where people are being taught this shit. Literally being taught. You can't graduate without you knowing black history. Fuck justice reform. Let's get some of that in there. Where somebody in Kansas, a white girl or a white boy in Kansas is being taught something they don't know now about black history. I think that'll work. You know? How about that? Justice reform does nothing for the future. That's what I want. I want education reform. I want kids to learn shit until Rail interrupt me with you do it, y'all lazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that same person might work 2 jobs. Might go to work and school. The mother and the father work. So you can't tell black people, hey, teach your kid. Fuck no. It's somewhere for that. Institutional learning, meaning elementary, junior high, and fucking high school. Which come out your taxpayer money, which means black people should be demanding that they learn black history. That is some fucking simple shit to me. Radical Rail, if you want to get radical. Why they ain't on your list of radical lists? Why I got to be, now you see what I'm mad? Why everybody's so mad, you only get mad at Super Predator and 94 Bill, then you're mad. Then steam coming out your ears. But that only apply if you do something wrong, you break the law. Education, not in our communities, schools being crumbled, falling down, left behind because of private schools. But that's no problem with you. Nobody been taught Black America history, but you give a fuck about that. Now you see what I'm saying? Now you see where your pride is at? That's why I need real Black leaders. Because I eat a hole in these fake ass leaders today. They some garbage, killer mics. Now you see what I'm saying? We need some real leaders for 2020. And I won't have to talk about Al Sharpton. You can find somebody to do something today. You know? And that's from RABID Jones. You know what I'm saying? Third Perspective Podcast, you know? That's the real shit, you know? Fuck all that other shit, you know? That's on, you get this on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Now, you get all this at, you know? You know? Silliness, dog. That's why I need people like you to just wake up. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Get that bullshit up. Get on the same train and start getting some real shit. Being mad about real shit. Because there's a lot of shit to be mad at. That you're not mad at, but you're still mad at this bullshit that's 30 years old. Literally. Anybody that's been locked up for 30 years had to do that. You can't even keep nobody locked up that fucking long. Like, stop, dog. You want white people to go to jail as long as us? Okay, what the fuck that do? We still locked up. Who gives a fuck? So let that go. Like, it's nothing. They're building more prisons. Who gives a fuck if you ain't doing nothing? I'm not going in there. So who cares? They can build 30 prisons. Who cares about it? You going to work, you going to school, and you coming home playing the game. Who gives a fuck about the prisons? Now you get what I'm saying? Real leaders for 2020. Third Perspective. I need to be a fucking run for something or something, man. Some real shit out here. You know what I'm saying? These fake ass niggas. You know? Fake ass running about justice reform and silly shit. You know? You know? Which make 18% of y'all clowns vote Republican. Because silly talks. You know? But definitely education reform for sure. You know what I'm saying? You know? Definitely. Education reform and police reform. You know? All I want is education reform. And I'm good. From motherfucking elementary past high school, you get trades. I want elementary always a trade time. You learn trade, pipe, learn lay pipe, electricity, maybe cut hair, you know what I'm saying? Anything. You know what I'm saying? You learn that the day you walk out of high school, you can walk to the next joint and go to one of those. Free, no charge. Or you go to fucking college, whatever you're doing. Tuition, whatever you're doing. But if you can't do all that, it's an alternative. Why is no black people pushing that? That will keep you out of the streets. That won't be selling nothing if you got alternatives. This is what I mean. Fuck all that. It's silly shit, dog. Let's get on real pages, dog. That's coming from a dope dealer, nigga. Half these people ain't done shit. That's why they just talking, and it sounds dumb to me from the inside out. Put it like that. It sounds so dumb. It's like you worry about people that breaking the law. It's silliness to me. You know? Fuck that. And that's from RABID Jones. Rapper, he have a problem with people in the system and all that. He want to defend them. You know what I'm saying? With the justice reform and all that shit. I guess he want to let them out or something. I don't know. He still ain't explained that part. Nobody that loves this shit explain what they mean. I haven't got to ask them that. I've been asking that for months. I don't know what it means. I haven't heard it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Rapper know. Now he started thinking about it, he realized he didn't know. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean about some of this stuff. Some of this stuff got end. So we need to get to the meat and potatoes as black people. Start worrying about real shit. You know what I'm saying? Our streets falling down around us. Our schools disappearing for private schools. You know what I'm saying? Our motherfucking house we live in going sky high, we can't afford it. That's the shit we need to worry about. You know? That's just me. You know? Real shit. From Third Perspective. You got something to say, Ray? But that's just me. From my perspective. You know? So I wasn't worried about nobody like killer mics and all that. teaching my black people wrong shit. You know?
You man got a bank now, though. There you go. You should bank with him.
Who?
Tell him I can open their own bank up. You should do that.
So we bank.
Yeah, you got your own bank.
That's what's
You know
up.
what? It's a black-owned bank.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, black-owned barbershop too. What's the difference?
There you go.
You know that?
There you go. You spend your money with it. Talking about the community.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. See?
Yeah.
City shit.
Silly shit.
You know what I'm saying? Give fucking Killer Mike my money.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Why not?
Now you see what I mean?
You give it to the white man.
Now you see what I mean?
To him.
That's your thing. You know what I mean?
Ain't my
Now give him Killer Mike
Yeah.
so he can handle my bread. And nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just ran out of barbershop, can't cut hair. He don't own those no more. So what do you mean? Follow him?
Yeah. There you
Come
go.
on, dog.
You do that, though.
Shouts out to everybody right now on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? You can catch us on Spotify, Twitter, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Catch us on all that. Everywhere you get your podcast at, we on that. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow will be episode, what's that, episode 47? Episode 47. Today, Monday, episode 47, Wednesday. Thanksgiving podcast, you know what I'm saying? We ain't eating nice. You know what I'm saying? We have special guests walking in and out, you know what I'm saying, Doc? You know, cook up a little something. I can't cook, but we want to have some nice, I'm about to try out a few things, you know what I'm saying, Doc? I ain't cooked in years. Girls, they like cooking. I ain't cooked in a while. I just eat. You know what I'm saying, Doc? So I'm gonna come in this joint. I'm bring sweet potato yams, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice table full of shit on the Third Perspective Podcast Wednesday. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Man, probably bring some macaroni and cheese and shit. You know what I'm saying? That ghost pepper joint. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Ghost pepper macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? My girl makes something called papoose. Right? When I said that, everybody that knows what I'm talking about, she good as fuck. So we're gonna have some of that. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Scrumptious. No, you might have significant others in here. You know what I'm saying, Doc? On this Thanksgiving podcast. You know what I'm saying, Doc? You know? The Third Perspective. First Thanksgiving podcast. You know what I'm saying? First Thanksgiving. Christmas coming up. You know what I'm saying? New Year's. I think I had a New Year's podcast. I had a New Year's podcast. Yeah. So Thanksgiving, Christmas. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Yeah, I remember that. You know? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out it. Before we got here, is it? Oh shit! So if you on Twitch right now, follow us on Twitch. If you're on Twitter right now, follow us on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Facebook group, follow us on Facebook group. You know. If you're on YouTube, I want you to subscribe right now. You'll be in the running. We have drawings once every month. We have a drawing on whoever subscribed to all platforms. You put your name out. You know what I'm saying? You win anything on any black-owned website that we had in promotion with at the time. You know what I'm saying? So where we in promotion with next month, subscribe to all platforms, Radical Rail platform, Third Perspective platform. And if your name on all three platforms, your name goes in the running. So we got a little thing, we run the names, you know what I'm saying, Doc?
Put your name.
I like that shit too. You just run the name, ding, you know what I'm saying, Doc? So we put the names in that joint. The winner, with the website, we'll put the website up for the next contest. We get everything all free, you know what I'm saying? Plus, the next person we get, we're gonna send a T3P podcast hat, you know what I'm saying? Directly to you. Just send your joint. We're gonna mail that joint to you real quick, you know what I'm saying, Doc? So that's what we're gonna do. Subscribe to all platforms, you know. You'll be in the running next time. Last winner, shout out to DJ Bill. The one the last drawing, you know. You subscribe to all platforms. So you subscribe to all platforms, you'll be in the running for the drawings, you know what I'm saying? Next time we're in the drawing, you get a T3P hat and you get to pick off the black website. You know what I'm saying, Doc? Black owned websites. You know? You think Radical one?
Yeah, it worked.
You know? That's how we're gonna do that. You know? So Wednesday, check us out. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays for sure. You know what I'm saying? Well, Wednesday, check us out for sure. We be in this joint with the feast, you know, live, Third Perspective Podcast, episode 47, I'm thinking. 47? Episode 47. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're gonna be in the bucket with the ghost pepper macaroni cheese, turkey, you know what I'm saying, dog? Stuffing, you know what I'm saying, dog? You like greens? Definitely got to have the green collard greens over it. Smash, you know what I'm saying, dog? All that. You be like, bam! You know what I'm saying, dog? So I never tasted ghost pepper macaroni cheese, so that's gonna be a first for me. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's gonna be a first time. You know? Shouts out to Holly Crafts, you know what I'm saying? Website, DJ Bill, getting that taken care of. So next person, we're gonna give you don't forget you get the T3P hat off the break. If you subscribe to all the platforms, your name get popped up. And you get to pick off the website that's being sponsored at the time. So till then, Rapper Real, some say before we leave.
So check me out. We're streaming on my Real Gamer 82 on TwitchTV.com. Yeah, we're gonna be playing World of Warcraft. New expansion came out. Come check me out. We're streaming for at least probably 5-6 hours a month.
Most definitely.
Also, Real Media on YouTube. Go ahead and send me a subscribe. What's up? Like the content.
You know, shouts out to Lawrence Hunter, retired police officer, and the ex-dope dealer on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Me and Radical Rail on that thing earlier. You can check that out. Lawrence Hunter podcast, ex-police officer, you know. Check us out. We're going to be all over the place. If you're in DMV, you want to collab with the #1 podcast in the DMV, hey, we open to that. You know what I'm saying, dog? Trending topics. You know what I'm saying? Justice reform. It's like, no, trending topics. Definitely trending topics. Sports. And a little bit of music, too, dog. You know? A little bit of music. You know, we do freestyle.
And shit talking 101.
You know?
That's all my man do right there.
We do the freestyles, you know what I'm saying? Every week. So that's another thing. Freestyle coming back in the basement. That's a big shout out to Tigger. You know what I'm saying? So we do that every week, you know? Check that out. So I appreciate everybody right now that tunes in. Check us out on Lawrence Hunter podcast, too. But I appreciate you a whole lot. 5,500 downloads on our podcast. We appreciate it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're on our road to 10 G's. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking for now. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. We appreciate that a whole lot. We got 90-something videos on there in the last 6 months. You check those out. That's the grind for me, baby. You know what I'm saying? So check us out when you can. You know? So send them out to get up there. So we doing things a little funky today. Might walk up there and cut the joint out. You know? You know? Check your boy out. Hey, like I told y'all. Hey, you lucky I ain't had a little show so I could put everybody comments on here. Anna, I missed that one. You know what I'm saying? Now, hey, shouts out to everybody though. Hey, appreciate y'all though. T3P podcast. We appreciate it though a whole lot though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tunes in. We're trying to get our audio together. It's a little all right today. We got to step it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, shouts out to everybody. Hey, happy birthday, my nigga. Happy birthday, player. We missing our boy, Jay. OnlyFans Jay. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday though. It's his birthday. He might be twisted somewhere, laid up under the bed. Throwing up. You know what I'm saying, dog? But hey, we out though. You know what I'm saying, dog? Hey, don't forget. What's the day? Monday? Catch a nigga Wednesday. Wednesday, we got a big podcast coming up Wednesday. Family, friends coming through. Big food, big drinks, big drinks, big drinks. You know what I'm saying, dog?